Sox pregame show on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. It's brought to you by Subaru of New England. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find our authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. In 15 minutes, Will Fleming sits down with the manager, Alex Cora, and it's presented by your New England Ford dealers. And coming up next, we'll go live to Fenway Park with Will Fleming on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
This is Jeffrey Glassman. For 4 generations, my family has called New England home. When you're hurt in a car crash, we fight big insurance companies to make sure you get the money you deserve. Hurt? You gotta get Glassman. Call 617-777-7777.
There are giants among us, and their impact is huge. They are the men and women building and sustaining our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do, because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. If you're ready to go big, get on board. We build giants at buildsubmarines.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Arbella Insurance has been serving the New England community for over 35 years. Being your neighbor helps Arbella provide you the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for New England, here for good.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox welcome the Seattle Mariners to town for the first of 3 from Fenway Park. That is where Will Fleming joins us now. Will, how are you?
I'm good, Rich. How are you, man? It's a lovely, humid night in Boston. The Red Sox, enter this big stretch with more teams in the playoff mix with them. And it's not going to be easy with the guys the Mariners have going on the mountain. But the good news is you get to immediately erase the memory of last night. So that's the positive for tonight, and you hope you get a good one from Pavetta.
Yeah, it's been a strange week and a half or so for the Sox when, they extend Alex Cora, which is great news. They say we're gonna try to improve the team. They already make a couple of moves. So, all right, that's going in the right direction. And yet on the field, just 2 wins through the first 9 games.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of different things, right? Like the bullpen had let them down for so many nights, and then the defense and the bullpen kind of combined in the Yankees series. So you just hope it's a short-term thing, Rich, whether they bring in external additions from outside to help the bullpen. I just think they will catch it better than they have the last few days. They better, or this thing could spiral in a hurry. But, this has been brewing, unfortunately, for a little while here, Rich, where we all understand what's going on because you look at the prices being paid for these bullpen arms, and they're exorbitant. At least they have been in the last couple days. So while it would have been great to have more bullpen help the last few days, I mean, they are in dire need of help out there. You can completely relate with the fact that the prices that were being asked and that have been given for those relievers, it just does not make sense for this club. The good news is they're still 1 out of a wild card. It's all right in front of them. And with the Mariners here tonight, this starts this stretch of all these games against everybody around them, starting with, the Mariners, the Rangers, the Astros, the Royals. It's a crazy month of August coming up.
And I was disappointed to see that the Mariners got Justin Turner because I thought that was a guy that just made a ton of sense to come back here. He can play a bunch of spots. He can hit lefties, but Seattle swooped in and grabbed him.
I think that a lot of us agreed with that. Talking to some of the people around the Red Sox, though, today, I don't know that they were ever really on him. I don't think it's a case of, the Mariners offering more. I think I saw it was like their 29th prospect. So I don't think the Red Sox would have shied away from that. All of us believe that there needs to be another right-handed hitter in the lineup, and I do think they're still going to do a lot there. I've always thought that first base would be the spot that would come, whether it's Yandy Diaz or like in a fantasy land, Vlad Guerrero, somebody like that. But it might be another position. Who knows? Maybe there's a right-handed second baseman that none of us are thinking about, or maybe another outfielder fielder, something like that that is just kind of under the radar that will pop onto the wires here next, what is it now, 23 and a half hours.
Yep.
So I think stand by and we'll wait and see.
I'm definitely worried now about Tanner Houck. 4 of his last 5 starts, I think it is. He's really kind of either struggled or had to grind it out. Like last night, for example, he allows 4 runs, 3 earned over 6. So it's by no means a horrible start, but from the bar that he set first couple of months of the season where he was leading the staff, which was at the top of baseball, now we've seen those numbers for the entire staff kind of go down, and he's looking like sort of more of an average starter than he was a Cy Young contender.
I think it's reasonable to wonder what's going on, whether he's hitting a little bit of a wall. I will tell you that I've asked that exact question to Andrew Bailey today at about 3 o'clock, and he said he's not worried at all. That we all know that Tanner, he's like this tri-levered Gumby doll that has this flexibility and athleticism that is so unique. And they really think it's not exhaustion, it's not fatigue, it's none of that. His mechanics are just a little bit off, and he had him so dialed for the first 3 months of the season, and that's what made him, one of the elite pitchers in the game. So I'll take them for that. All the under the hood, as they call them, readings of the pitch stuff and location, really good for him. Mm-hmm. So I'll be optimistic about it, but there's no question that between Houck and Crawford, those are 2 your absolute horses in the rotation. So you need Pivetta to be better. To me, it's like the best possible way to get this thing going. Not only is if Paxton is pretty good, but if Bayo can turn a corner, because he has proven in the past that he could lead a rotation. He's just not done that at all this year.
Sox did make a move today. They send Nick York, former first-round pick from the Sox, to the Pittsburgh Pirates for Quinn Priester, a 23-year-old right-handed pitcher who's pitched a little bit at the major league level, but he's already been optioned out at AAA Worcester. What, if anything, can you tell us about him? Does he factor into the big club at all this year, or is this just sort of a futures play?
I think that's sort of it's both. I mean, I think it sort of depends. Right now, I would say if he comes up here, it might well be to help the bullpen, or maybe a spot start here or there. I really like the move overall because, this is the point of the Craig Breslow, Justin Willard, Andrew Bailey thing, and that is, I guarantee you, their entire team of scouts and analysts and those 3 guys spend a lot of their time looking around the game for people that have characteristics that they identify as the things that go into making a really good pitcher. And like this guy, his fastball gets absolutely smoked at the big league level. And that sounds a lot like some of the guys on the Red Sox staff right now. So I think they view him as a guy like, look, we'll totally alter his pitch mix. We'll tweak some of the breaking stuff. He's a first-round pick with a lot of talent. He dominated AAA this year, so I like it. Nick York had a really nice year. He's been injured, though. He's not exactly a great defensive player. So I think you sell high on a guy that really didn't have a spot. The Red Sox have so much surplus on the infield, and particularly the middle infield spots. So, I mean, I think it's a kind of like a project type trade. But I think there's been plenty of evidence already to say that that's the kind of move I like seeing Craig Breslow make.
Now, a lot of attention on, what players they might bring in, but, Breslow kind of left the door slightly open a few days ago, maybe a week ago, where he said, hey, look, if we get a call and somebody kind of blows us away for somebody, we have to kind of listen to that. So between now and tomorrow at 6, you think there's any chance that a guy that's either in their starting lineup or a guy that's a key piece of their bullpen ends up getting traded away rather than, we're us talking about a big name coming in?
It would surprise me. I do think they've committed to buying, and I think that they mean that, and they will stick to that plan. I guess the only person that would make sense with is Kenley Jansen because of the track record, because he really can solidify the back end of a bullpen, and because the Red Sox have Liam Hendricks here. And, he's on the mend, and it might not be too long before he can close out ball games. I guess that would be the only one that, if I get the alert on my phone at 4:45 tomorrow, that I wouldn't just kind of fall over. But, you know what, to be honest, I guess someone like Yoshida's another one where if somebody really needed a left-handed bat, you could do a package there. Because this is not just about this deadline. You know this, Rich. It's about the big picture, the future, all these years to come. They got so many left-handed hitters And so I wouldn't be utterly, flummoxed by that. But I really think almost everything they do from here on out will be buying.
Last thing, Will, it sounds like, I'm not going to hold my breath, but there could be some good news as it relates to Tristan Casas.
Yeah, he's going out tomorrow. He was here today. Took some swings on the field in batting practice, fielded some ground balls. He looks good. He wants to play 9 innings tomorrow. Alex Cora tells him that's unlikely. They're going to take it easy. And, Alex said, but somebody said, he's been hurt so much, so long. Is this the full week? Is this a couple weeks? How long? And he said, well, you wouldn't think it'd be quick, but with him, you never know. So who knows? Maybe it's a couple bombs tomorrow, and he's in the lineup on Friday in Texas. We will see.
All right, very good. He's Will Fleming. He and Sean McDonough on the call tonight for Red Sox and Mariners. Thanks for the time, Will. We'll talk to you soon.
Always, Rich. Thanks, man.
All right. You can watch the Red Sox pregame show on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. It's brought to you by Subaru of New England. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at subaruofnew.com. Coming up next, Will sits down with the manager, Alex Cora, presented by your New England Ford dealers. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Hey, it's Lou. Do you know how amazing blueberries are for you? Not only are they rich in antioxidants, new data shows blueberries delay aging and promote longevity. And right now, blueberries and strawberries are on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting a pound of strawberries and blueberries. Buy the pint, 2 for $5. Yes, 2 for $5. Strawberries and blueberries. If you're short on time, order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Are you ready to escape the ordinary and dive into something extraordinary? Welcome to the United States Virgin Islands, where every moment is naturally in rhythm. Whether you're exploring the historic sites in St. Thomas, snorkeling in the crystal clear waters of St. John, or lounging on the pristine beaches of St. Croix, you'll find yourself swept away by the rhythm of our islands. So why wait? Start planning your escape today and visit usvi.com. The United States Virgin Islands, naturally in rhythm.
Here in New England, people are loving what QC Kinetics is doing. The all-new starter plan at QC Kinetics is making it easier than ever for people with joint pain to get this incredible treatment. It's a very affordable way to experience the cellular therapies that QC Kinetics is known for. They're the nation's leader when it comes to regenerative medicine. So if you have joint pain in your knees, hips, back, or shoulder, you need to learn more about this. Regenerative medicine uses the body's own growth factors to attack joint pain the natural way. It's a better way to deal with arthritis pain, no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. It's a restorative approach with lasting results. If you've reached the point where they're recommending a hip or knee replacement, don't do it until you call QC Kinetics. The starter plan is here, and the journey to relief may be a lot easier and less expensive than you ever imagined. Learn more about the starter plan from QC Kinetics when you call for a free consultation, 617-644-PAIN. That's 617-644-PAIN. QC Kinetics, 617-644-PAIN.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. And look at you, hands perfectly placed on the wheel. Not like the driver to the right of you who's really going after that drum solo. Save with DriveWise and the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Total Wireless is made to totally keep up with you. We now have unlimited data that never slows you down. Covered by the Verizon 5G network. And for less than $30 a month, we make your phone your ride or die. Switch now and pick a free 5G phone with qualified plan purchase. And your plan at no additional cost. Visit your local Total Wireless store today. Total Wireless, we're totally with you. Actual speeds may vary by location. For data management practices, see TotalWireless.com.
DQ presents... Picture this. Picture the DQ $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Not just a cheeseburger, a bacon cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. All full-sized, all for $7. Because everything's better with bacon. Everything's also better with a side of fries, a refreshing drink, and a sundae to finish. Yum. The $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Now for a limited time on the $7 meal deal lineup. DQ. Happy tastes good.
As school messes return, rest easy. Clorox has got your back to school.
Oh, no.
I'm back. That messy science experiment. And I brought baking soda, cornstarch.
And you're due tomorrow, right? Well, at least I stocked up on Clorox disinfecting wipes. Because you're not messing up my kitchen counters like last time.
Ooh, smart. Got any food coloring?
And off to the store we go.
Stock up on Clorox disinfecting wipes that clean 3 times better than what paper towels and kitchen grease and soaps come. Use as directed.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downey are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
Swing by the newly renovated CCL Homescape showroom in Abington, featuring the H3 window from Sierra Pacific. With the Sierra Pacific H3 windows, you can choose from 50 exterior colors and 8 interior wood species, and each window is protected by a low-maintenance, highly durable exterior cladding that will stand up to the harsh New England weather for years to come. CCL and Sierra Pacific. Nobody's ever built a window like this before. Go to cclco.com to learn more.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and Mariners playing the first of 3 from Fenway Park tonight. Nick Pivetta will get the start, hoping to bounce back from his last time out where he got shelled by the Colorado Rockies. He'll be opposed tonight by Logan Gilbert, who's having a great year for the Mariners. Once again, Seattle led by their pitching staff. Going to see 3 good pitchers in this series with the Sox. Now, before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora. It is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Celebrate the Great American Sales Event and join the Bronco family, or get a great offer on America's best-selling trucks, F-Series, official truck of the Red Sox.
Seattle Mariners in town, game 1, and with the manager, Alex Cora. AC, it's Sunday Night Baseball with the Yanks. I mean, you walked into the ballpark last night. It had like a prize fight kind of feel. It was one of those nights. And just from the jump, second straight night, Yankees get 3 in the first. You guys did have chances in the middle of that game to kind of get runners home from third with less than 2 outs. That seemed to kind of sap the momentum from the game. But looking back on last night in the series, what's your main takeaway?
Oh, I mean, from my end, coming into yesterday is like, the number one goal, of course, is to win, and 1A was to win, 1B was like reset the bullpen, right? We kind of did that, you know. Tanner did a good job, you know, maneuvering the game, right? 3 runs early, and then he was 6. Weiss took the bullet there for 2, and, you know, Criswell finished the game. We still halfway decent, you know, as far as like usage and all that. A big night for Nick tonight will be perfect. You know, he can go 7, somebody in the 8th, and the big boy, well, not even the big boy, somebody else in the 9th, and win by a lot of runs. It'll be good for us, but, you know, overall, tough series, right? Kind of like similar to the one in LA, right? We were 1 pitch away from winning the series. It didn't happen, but we just got to keep going. You know, it's July 29th. We know where we at in the standings, and we're swinging the bat well. I think yesterday we expanded too much, especially after Rafi's triple. Not too many fastballs after that, right? A lot of changeups, a lot of curveballs for a strike, and then expanding with the slider, and we weren't patient enough, and that's why we struggle.
Next time we talk, the trade deadline will be behind us. I know you let Craig do his thing. You made a couple more moves the last couple of days. What's the level of conversation, and do you think that everybody's active trying to, you know, plug some holes to get you ready for the stretch run?
Yeah, they're working, and you know, obviously we know where we at, and we know what's going to happen, right? So that part, you know, you don't have to think about it, so it's always good. It just happens that we're not playing good baseball right now, right? Since past the All-Star break, but I think we'll be fine, you know, and that's something that we've been talking about it. We've been getting hit lately, and that's the reality of it. But at the same time, as far as the stuff and the locations that we're using our pitches, we're good. The front office is working hard, man, and it has to be tough because, as you know, as a baseball fan, you look around everybody's in it, and somebody has to make a decision if they're going to buy or sell. It takes two to tango, right? And sometimes you're looking for that dance partner, and it's probably at the end of the dance, right? And we've seen it before. We saw it in 21. We pulled the trigger with 5 minutes left on the clock. So, just take care of business, keep playing good baseball, cancel the noise, which is the most important thing. I know as a player it's hard, right? But the time is gonna come, and then we're gonna have our team, and like you said, we will finish strong, and we're gonna play in October.
The numbers since the All-Star break, just like the basic standard pitching numbers, are not good for your staff. But I was talking to Andrew Bailey, and like most of the things you care the most about, stuff and location, are as good as they've been. It's just kind of the old thing you guys have been talking about: count, leverage, and first pitch strikes.
Yes, and that's something that we've been talking about the whole time as an organization. Get ahead, stay ahead, and I think since the All-Star break, we haven't been consistent in that. The stuff is still really good, the locations is really good, but we got to work ahead, right? The 3-1s, the 2-0s, we got to avoid that, and we will.
So these Mariners come into town, and they just acquired Justin Turner. They've been busy. Randy Arozarena, a lot of familiar faces as they try to make up for the loss of Julio and J.P. Crawford. This great pitching staff. You saw them to begin the year. I mean, I'm not sure there's a team with more starting pitching at a high level than these Mariners.
Yeah, overall, they're really good at what they do. But I think where we at right now, offensively, we're a lot different than early in the season. I think what we have to do is take care of the man at third, less than 2 outs. I think you cash in. If you're down, if you're up, it doesn't matter. We got to cash in, and if we do that, we're going to be okay.
How about Nick? I mean, the short start in Colorado, he seems to be so important to what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, Colorado is Colorado, right? His stuff was okay. He wasn't able to put guys away with 2 strikes early in the game, right? The home run was on a 2-strike count. There's a few doubles or whatever it was with 2 strikes. The fastball command wasn't great. He wasn't able to get it to the spot, and he's ready for this one. He knows how important this game is for us, not only because of where we at, but at the same time, kind of like to keep resetting the bullpen, and I expect him to go deep into the game.
You said it when you made the move for Danny Jansen that he was going to help this club, and I mean, he right out of the gates in this ballpark seems like a good fit.
Yeah, I mean, he controls the strike zone. He has a good swing for this ballpark, and he's the ball hard. And good dude, man. He's great. I was texting with Carlos Febles, and Danny was a little bit nervous coming here, and our old friend Carlos helped us. He said, hey, you're going to feel uncomfortable for 1 hour. After that, you're going to be part of the family. That's how they do things over there, and it seems like he feels really good here.
I thought it was cool today the young guys were out bunting, and that's Hamilton, that's Rafaela, Willier is out here doing it too. The way the modern game is, Alex, you don't see it a whole lot, but the way your roster is built, so many speed guys that could really benefit from that. What's your opinion on that skill for them going forward?
No, it's important. We saw Willie try to do it not too long ago. Hammy can do it. It's not that we're going to start bunting all of a sudden, but you see what happened. You saw it with Connor now. They have to play in. You have to respect it. And he's hit some balls down the line that beats the third baseman. So, there's a few scouts here, and, the Red Sox are bunting. Be ready for that. So we'll take advantage of that.
And a brief health report. I mean, Tristan's out here. He took some light swings earlier, taking ground balls again. Still the plan on track to get him out this week?
Yeah. The plan, if everything goes well, he'll go tomorrow. He's fighting to play 9. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but the fact that he's going to be out there, he's huge for us.
What about Slayton and Martin?
Yeah, Marty's going to throw a bullpen towards the end of the week. Slayton is just a little behind that, so we just got to be patient. The one thing is that we know they're going to be part of this, and when they come back, we're going to be better.
And lastly, a much appreciated pick on the first pitch last night. That was a very good pick out of the dirt to save our guy.
Yeah, tough one. Yeah. Oh, heads up. Tough one. Oh, well.
That was almost thrown by Joe Castig into the dugout here.
It was a tough one. In between hops, had to drop step and catch it. Yeah, but happy for him, happy for his family. Well deserved, and as you know, Hall of Famer. But as a person, I mean, if there's something else, we that's him, and we appreciate him.
That was very cool of you to catch it. Thanks for the time today, Alex. Good luck.
Thank you, Will.
Very good. Alex Cora and Will Fleming. Cora, of course, talking about Joe Castiglione's first pitch last night as they honored him getting into the Hall of Fame. Nice pick play by Alex Cora there, catching that first pitch. Time now to see who's in the hot tub. The injury update is presented by New England Spas. Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, swim spa, sauna, or cold plunge from New England Spas, the home relaxation specialist. Visit New England Spas in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, and now in Warwick, online at nespas.com. You heard the guys talk about it there at the end, but Tristan Casas, after all this time, is expected to begin a rehab assignment with AAA Worcester tomorrow. We'll see how long he stays in that game, but obviously a guy who's been on the shelf since April. That is a good sign. And Chris Martin, coming back from an elbow injury, he is scheduled to throw a bullpen session on Wednesday. All right, we'll get you the Red Sox starting lineup and a look around the Major League Baseball scoreboard coming up next on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Subaru summer is finally here. Buckle up for an unforgettable summer in a brand new 2024 Subaru Outback. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, raised roof rails, and a roomy interior for your passengers and cargo, the Outback is equipped for any summer adventure. Buy the 2024 Outback with 1.9% financing or lease for just $305 per month. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Business. It's not a 9-to-5 proposition. It's all day and into the night. It's all the things that keep this world turning. And behind every one of these businesses is a partner like Comcast Business helping to keep it all moving. It's why the local flower shop and your favorite pizza joint, the startup and the stadium, hospitals and hotels, banks and restaurants nationwide. All these businesses choose the advanced network, cybersecurity solutions, and round-the-clock trusted partnership from Comcast Business. From Main Street to Wall Street, our people are powering the businesses that power it all. So when you're ready to unlock what's possible for your business, there's no one better to answer the call. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Restrictions apply. Call or visit ComcastBusiness.com to learn more.
Breaking news, in Dorchester, Paul and Judy purchased whole life insurance policies thanks to their Mass Mutual financial professional.
Wow, what a play, Tom. Can't beat those living benefits.
And in Melrose, Kelly applied for disability income insurance.
Now that's planning for the future.
Insurance, planning, investments. We're here for life's major plays, on or off the field. Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox. Learn more at massmutual.com/Red Sox. Securities and advisory services offered through MML Investor Services, LLC. Member SIPC and a Mass Mutual subsidiary.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. And look at you, hands perfectly placed on the wheel. Not like the driver to the right of you who's really going after that drum solo. Save with DriveWise and the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Total Wireless is made to totally keep up with you. We now have unlimited data that never slows you down. Covered by the Verizon 5G network. And for less than $30 a month, we make your phone your ride or die. Switch now and pick a free 5G phone with qualified plan purchase. And your fourth line at no additional cost. Visit your local Total Wireless store today. Total Wireless, we're totally with you. Actual speeds may vary by location. For data management practices, see TotalWireless.com.
DQ presents... Picture this. Picture the DQ $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Not just a cheeseburger, a bacon cheeseburger. Plus fries, drink, and a sundae. All full-sized, all for $7. Because everything's better with bacon. Everything's also better with a side of fries, a refreshing drink, and a sundae to finish. Yum. The $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Now for a limited time on the $7 meal deal lineup. DQ, happy tastes good.
As school messes return, rest easy. Clorox has got your back to school.
Oh, no. I'm back. That messy science experiment. And I brought baking soda, cornstarch.
And you're due tomorrow, right? Well, at least I stocked up on Clorox disinfecting wipes. Because you're not messing up my kitchen counters like last time.
Ooh, smart. Got any food coloring?
And off to the store we go.
Stock up on Clorox disinfecting wipes that clean 3 times better than wet paper towels on kitchen grease and soap scum. Use as directed.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and Mariners getting set to play the first of 3 from Fenway Park tonight. Nick Pivetta gets the start for the Sox. Opposite the Mariners, Logan Gilbert, who will see a Red Sox lineup that is brought to you by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. He will see Jaron Duran in the leadoff spot and in center field, followed by Wilyer Abreu in right. Masataka Yoshida is the DH batting third. Rafael Devers at third base will bat fourth. The reigning AL Player of the Week, Tyler O'Neill, is in left field batting fifth. Dom Smith, the first baseman, will bat sixth. Connor Wong, who homered in the loss last night, is behind the plate batting seventh. David Hamilton, the second baseman, bats eighth. And Cedon Rafaela is at shortstop tonight, and he will bat ninth. So there is the lineup again for Nick Pivetta. The Mariners just behind the Red Sox in the wild card race. Sox enter this one a game behind the Kansas City Royals. The Mariners are a half game behind the Red Sox, but they also have a virtual tie with the Astros for the top spot in the AL West. Time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. One final from this afternoon as the Orioles and Blue Jays are playing a doubleheader. And in game one, the Orioles got an 11-5 win over the Jays. Kind of a strange thing in this game as Justin Turner got the start for the Blue Jays. He had a hit in his first at-bat, and then he had to get removed from the game as he got traded to the Seattle Mariners. So maybe we'll see him tomorrow night, or at least in the series finale, as he goes from the Jays to the Seattle Mariners. That's your one final from this afternoon, O's over the Jays. Couple of games already underway. The Guardians have a 2-0 lead on the Tigers in the first inning, and the Yankees are up 1-0 on the Phillies in the bottom of the first. Aaron Judge with another home run. 38 now on the season for Aaron Judge. He hit that off of Zach Wheeler of the Phillies. And, man, what a series Judge, what a stretch Aaron Judge is on. And the ball he hit on Saturday, he hit to Mars, for God's sakes. I would probably work around Aaron Judge at this point, especially that lineup. That lineup is not that scary outside of Soto and Judge. So we'll see if, I know the Mets walked him 4 times in a game, and probably not a bad idea. Maybe start to give him the Barry Bonds treatment a little bit, where it's like, all right, if you're pitching this guy, he's hitting home runs. All right, coming up in a couple minutes, you're going to get the game 2 between the Orioles and the Blue Jays from Baltimore. Cubs are taking on the Reds in Cincinnati. Mets are home taking on the Twins tonight. The Texas Rangers visit the St. Louis Cardinals. Nathan Eovaldi making the start for Texas. He's 7-4 with a 3.31 ERA. Got to wonder if he will get traded by tomorrow's 6 o'clock deadline. Braves are in Milwaukee tonight to face the Brewers. The White Sox are home to the Kansas City Royals. Hoping for a Royals loss, but unlikely against a 27-81 Chicago White Sox team. The Houston Astros are home to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Rookie sensation Paul Skeens on the mound for Pittsburgh. The All-Star starter in the National League is now 6-1 with a 1.93 ERA on the year. And the late game tonight, a 9:40 first pitch between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Washington Nationals. Jordan Montgomery, sort of been a lost season for him. See if he can turn it around in the second half after signing really late with the D-backs. He is 7-5 on the year, but has a 6.11 ERA. His last start wasn't terrible against Kansas City. He went 5 innings and gave up 1 run. So there's your look at the scores. Red Sox in need of a win They've already sort of committed, it seems like, to being a buyer. James Paxton, Danny Jansen, little minor league swap they made today. So Craig Breslow has been pretty active, but that real big impact arm or impact bat or fingers crossed, both haven't come across the news desk just yet. But we are now 23 hours away from the Major League Baseball trade deadline, a time that's been very frustrating for Red Sox fans over the last couple of years. Let's see if it'll be a little bit different under Craig Breslow. All right, before we hand things off to the guys at Fenway, let's take 10 seconds for station identification on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
All right, that's going to do it for us. For our producer, Stiz, I'm Rich Keefe. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Sean McDonough and Will Fleming have the call of Red Sox and Mariners. Coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Work.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
I'm John Morgan. When people stop me to ask, what's my case worth, here's what I tell them. All law firms are not the same at all. You see, the most important part of anyone's injury case is the firm you hire. The insurance company knows exactly which firms fight for full value and which firms will settle your case for pennies on the dollar. Our firm has recovered billions, $3 billion last year alone. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of the Boston Red Sox.
Christian Fourier here. Now, for years, I moaned about my joint pain on this station, just complaining all the time. So, of course, advertisers were hitting me up for endorsements. I mean, who wouldn't want me as their spokesman, right? But I said no to all of them until Ortho Laser New England came along. Truth be told, I hadn't heard of Ortho Laser before, but I knew about lasers and all the amazing things they can do, and I also had questions, a lot of them. I visited the Dedham location, talked to the Ortho Laser team, the doc, the whole crew, and I was impressed. The first treatment was what really sold me, though. My ankle pain was really finally going away, and everyone needed to know about Ortho Laser New England. Are you in the same boat I was in? Well, jump out of that boat and out of the pain and join me in the yacht of discovering painless relief of pain. My ankle, like new. Shoulder, that too. Locations in Dedham, Chelmsford, and Nashua, New Hampshire. Online at ortholaserne.com. That's ortholaser with a Z-N-E.com.
O'Reilly. You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hi, I'm Kamiko, the founder of Miko's Hot Chicken. When we started our family restaurant, we were also raising a family. But let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Our Chase Ink card was there to reward us on all of our business needs. Now we have a thriving location, and we're hungry for more.
With the Chase Ink Business Unlimited card, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for business. Make more with yours. Real business owners compensated for their participation. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
To celebrate Team USA going for gold, Xfinity is offering a gold medal deal. Now through August 11th, get our best offer yet with 300 megabit Xfinity internet and one line of unlimited mobile for just $35 a month for a year and a free 5G phone. And the action doesn't stop there. Save on some of the biggest names in streaming by adding the new Xfinity Stream Saver with Peacock, Apple TV Plus, and Netflix for just $15 a month. Don't wait. When the Olympic Games end, so does this deal. Go to Xfinity.com/Team USA, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Get the fastest connection to Paris with Xfinity, proud partner of Team USA.
Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto-pay with stored bank account. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply to internet and mobile. Stream saver price subject to change. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. Actual speeds vary and not guaranteed. Free 5G phone requires eligible trade-in. Select models only.
This is...
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions.
Red Sox baseball.
And it is good!
On the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Holy cow!
110 Grill, gluten-free dining done right. Arbella, here for baseball fans, here for good. Brought to you by AZEC Exteriors. Visit www.azecexteriors.com. Mike's Amazing, the official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox.
And it's gone!
Citgo. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Sponsored by DigSafe. Call 811 before you dig or visit digsafe.com. Drains by James. Eastern Massachusetts leader in drain cleaning and pipelining.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Hire Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm. Cars for kids. Old car giving you problems? Why not donate it? Call 1-877-CARS-4KIDS today. Northern Bank. New England Ford. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Looking up! Grand slam!
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. The Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program helps you manage and grow your paint business. Sponsored by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com. Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Swinging a drive to left field. There are a couple runs. Way gone.
Subaru of New England. Love spring in the all-wheel drive 2024 Subaru Forester. Verizon, the network Boston relies on.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Sean McDonough and Will Fleming.
Good evening, everybody, from Fenway Park in Boston. Delighted to have you with us on what has turned out to be a gorgeous night for baseball here in America's greatest city. After a gloomy day, the sun is shining brightly. Temperatures very pleasant in the low to mid 70s, and the Red Sox getting ready for game one of this three-game series against the Seattle Mariners. Red Sox trying to return to their winning ways, 2-7 in their last 9 games after winning 10 of the previous 13. They come into this series having lost 2 out of 3 over the weekend to the New York Yankees. Seattle just swept the White Sox in Chicago on their way here to Boston, but that's been one of the few bright spots for the M's lately. They arrive at 56-51. They are tied with Houston for the lead in the American League West, but a little more than a month ago, back on June 18th, the Mariners had a 10-game lead in their division. They are 13-20 in their last 33 games. Will Fleming? Red Sox hitting has not been the problem during this 2-7 stretch. They're averaging nearly 6 runs per game, but the pitching has really scuffled, and they could use a good effort from Nick Pivetta tonight.
They could, and great to be with you, Sean.
Nice to be with you, as always.
Pivetta was not good at all in Colorado, but talking to the people around this team, they're willing to dismiss that start given the atmospheric conditions, but they need a good one from him, not only for his sake, but the bullpen is so thin right now. This Mariners offense, they have Randy Arozarena. Now today they acquired Justin Turner. He's not here yet, of course, but they're without Julio Rodriguez. They're without J.P. Crawford. They have a historically great pitching staff, do these Mariners. So the question will be, it's kind of strength on strength in this series. Can the Red Sox offense, which is firing on all cylinders, handle Kirby and Castillo and Miller? Because the Mariners pitch. The question is, will they be able to get leads and hold them? Because For the last 10 days, they've not done that well at all.
No, they have not. Seattle, as Will said, can really pitch, and they'll have Logan Gilbert going tonight. But they are hitting .218 as a team, and for a lot of the season, while they built that team batting average, they did have the guys you mentioned who they are missing now.
Yeah, they are indeed. So it'll be interesting to see whether they are done yet, because Jerry Dipoto is one of the most active guys at the trade deadline, and you just sort of feel like this Mariners club, with the pitching they have, that it's go time right now. They're right in it in their division, half a game back of the Astros for the American League West division lead. Before we get to the lineups, let's go now to the national anthem, which is brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's a beautiful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner on Indian Heritage Night here at Fenway Park. And as Sean told you, it is almost a cloudless sky now. It has turned into a spectacular evening for a ball game. Pavetta and Gilbert, Red Sox, and the Mariners. Time now for the Morgan & Morgan starting lineups, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. Well, the Mariners have gotten a big lift from Victor Robles, who came over after being designated by the Washington Nationals. He has been fabulous for them. He'll lead it off. He's the center fielder. Then Randy Arozarena for now. Their big splash at the deadline. Arozarena, of course, the longtime Ray, the postseason hero. He bats second. He's in left field. Then Cal Raleigh, who by all measures is the heart and soul of this team. He's hot. He's the catcher, and he bats third. Jorge Polanco has turned it on of late. He's the second baseman. He cleans up. Luke Raley is the right fielder batting fifth, and the shortstop Dylan Moore in the sixth spot. Jason Vossler at first base bats seventh. Mitch Haniger, the DH, batting eighth, and Josh Rojas is the third baseman batting ninth. If you listen to that Mariner lineup, you get the sense of why they may need a little bit more, especially without their big boys healthy at the moment. It is a top-heavy offense for sure. Meantime, for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran, Colf in the Yankees series. He leads it off. He's in center field. Then Wilyer Abreu is the right fielder batting second. Masataka Yoshida for a month has been really, really good. He's the DH batting third. Rafi Devers cleans up. He's at third base. Tyler O'Neill, just named the American League Player of the Week. He's in left field batting fifth. Then Dom Smith at first base. Connor Wong catching. He bats seventh. David Hamilton in the 8-hole at second base. And Cedon Rafaela on the dirt tonight. He's at shortstop batting ninth. Those are your Morgan & Morgan starting lineups, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. Powering Possibilities is brought to you by Comcast Business, with an advanced network, cybersecurity solutions, and trusted partnership. Comcast Business powers more businesses than anyone. Restrictions do apply, but ComcastBusiness.com to learn more. Cal Raleigh has homered in consecutive games. The New Hampshire kid has got 22 home runs And he does seem to have a real flair for the dramatic, so all eyes on Raleigh tonight. Randy Arozarena, meantime, 7 for 20 with a homer against Pavetta in his career. Injury report is a good one for the Red Sox, brought to you by Eastern MedTech. Tristan Casas took swings here today at Fenway. He'll start a rehab tomorrow with AAA Worcester, and it could be any time now that Casas rejoins this Sox lineup. Eastern MedTech knows how tough it can be to get a good night's sleep, either from a late inning loss, lousy CPAC products, or who knows, a long weekend at the member at Boston Golf Club. Speaking of, for the play-by-play, here's Sean McDonough.
All right, Will, as always, great to be with you. Nick Pavetta ready to go. First pitch of the night is a fastball. Swung and missed for strike one by Victor Robles. 72 delightful degrees at game time. The first pitch at 7. Robles has been a hot hitter. He lines one to right, pretty well hit. Retrading is Wilyer Abreu, and he makes a running catch. That ball seemed to carry pretty well to right field, and didn't backtrack fast enough. He made the play just shy of the warning track. The time and temperature is brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. If you've been injured, call 617-777-7777 and let Glassman score for you. So Robles dispatched. Here's the new Mariner, Randy Arozarena, playing his 3rd game for Seattle after coming over in a big trade from Tampa Bay. Right-handed hitter. He took a breaking ball outside for ball 1. Andy Fletcher, the crew chief, is the home plate umpire. There's a strike, a sweeper at 83 miles per hour, taken by Arozarena. Of course, the trade deadline is tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, but there's already been plenty of action, particularly by the Tampa Bay Rays. Breaking ball is low and away to Arozarena, who has not had a great year. He's 3 for 8 as a Mariner, but he hit .211 in Tampa Bay. And he takes a strike at the belt, a cutter at 89 miles per hour, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Red Sox in their home whites with the red numerals and the word Red Sox across the front of their chest. The chopper foul over by the Mariners on deck circle.
By the way, you talk about the Rays. They have been active. Eflin gone. Paredes gone. Obviously, Arozarena. So many people are praising them for how well selling. They're 3 games out of a playoff spot, and they're tearing it down.
2-2 pitch fastball taken for strike 3. Inside part of the plate, Arozarena called out on strikes, and Pavetta has his first strikeout of the night. The strikeout number 1 is brought to you by Northern Bank. At your business in the zone with Northern Bank, member FDIC. 2 quick outs, and here is Cal Raleigh. Switch hitting catcher, batting left-handed against Pavetta. Swings and misses at an off-speed curveball. Raleigh at .216, but with 22 homers. That is tied for 8th in the American League, and 66 runs batted in. That's 10th in the AL. And both lead the Mariners. He takes a strike on the inside corner, another curve, and Pavetta sharp. So far, he has thrown 10 pitches, 8 of them strikes. Nick is 4-7 with a 4.50 ERA over 16 starts prior to tonight. And the pitch is another breaking ball down in on Raleigh's feet. As Will mentioned last time out, a rough start for Nick Pavetta in Colorado. That's not unusual for many pitchers. Fastball up and away. Lasted just 2 2/3 innings and gave up a season high 8 runs on 10 hits. Out 6. That came one start after a terrific performance in LA against when he shut out Los Angeles on 2 hits through 6 innings and struck out 8. He misses low and in to Raleigh, and it's a full count. Red Sox and Mariners have not met since the season opening series at T-Mobile Park in Seattle, March 28th through the 31st. They split a 4-game series. And a pitch from Pivetta. He struck him out. Tried to check his swing and could not. And a strong first inning for Pivetta. Retire the side, brought to you by ASIC Exteriors, featuring new ASIC bevel and shape siding engineered to deliver classic beauty, but without all the maintenance. Visit ASICexteriors.com. After a half inning, Seattle nothing, and the Red Sox coming up on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
What is it about Dana-Farber that makes it such a powerful adversary against cancer? It's hundreds of Dana-Farber researchers and clinicians making new discoveries inspired by the work of previous Dana-Farber discoverers. At Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, nothing is as effective against cancer as a relentless succession of breakthroughs. Go to danafarber.org/stories and see how what we do here changes lives everywhere.
It's pretty interesting what you find out about family members at some of the barbecues we've been to. Like Uncle Fred. He said he went to Woodstock and he couldn't find his clothes for 4 days. Think we're good on that? Finding money owed to you is easier than finding your clothes at a music festival. Put your name in at findmassmoney.gov. You could have money that's yours from uncashed payroll checks, forgotten savings account. It's estimated that 1 out of every 10 people have unclaimed property. Put your name in at findmassmoney.gov. It's fast, easy, and free.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free side pickup or delivery. Shaw's Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
You've got to try the 99 Restaurant's new $14.99 Big Deal Meals. 4 hearty, full-size entrees for just $14.99 Monday through Wednesday, like the roasted turkey dinner or the juicy chopped sirloin. You gotta love the nines.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
No score after a half inning. Nick Pivetta retired the side in order. Now the Red Sox taking their swings against the big right-hander Logan Gilbert. He's 7 years old from Winter Park, Florida. He's 6'6", 215 pounds, facing Jarren Duran. Left-handed batter. First pitch of the night from Gilbert is sliced foul out of play to the left into the upper box. Duran hitting .289, 13 homers, 52 runs batted in. They play him to pull in the infield. The third baseman is in on the grass. And he hits another foul ball out of play to the left. Josh Rojas now backs up with 2 strikes on the hitter. Gilbert is 6-6. For the record, just the rest of the numbers are really good, including his 2.72 earned run average. Breaking ball down and a check swing by Duran. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Duran, Abreu, and Yoshida in the Herb Chambers batting order for the Red Sox here in the first. Pulled foul past Andy Fox in the first base coach's box. Kyle Hudson coaches third for the Red Sox. Mariners in their visiting blue jerseys with the word Seattle in white across the front. Gray pants. Gilbert's pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed for strike 3. Jarren tried to check his swing, he could not. Get an off-speed pitch in the dirt. So Gilbert begins with a strikeout, making his 22nd start of the year. Former first-round pick. He leads the majors in WHIP. 0.86. And he throws strike 1, taken at the knees by Wilyer Abreu, hitting .266 with 9 round trippers and 33 knocked in. Gilbert is 7th in the majors in ERA, 7th in walks per 9 innings, only 1.68. Ball and a strike now on Abreu. They can pitch. Their pitching staff has a 3.35 earned run average, collectively best in the majors. Swing and a miss by Abreu. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Gilbert pitched 3 years at Stetson University in his native Florida. It was the number 14 overall pick. The 2018 Major League Baseball draft by the Seattle Mariners. 1-2 pitch is outside. Heard the grunt there from Gilbert. That one reached 100 miles per hour. Not the grunt, the pitch. They play Abreu to pull in the infield. And he strikes out. Very late swing at a high 97-mile-per-hour fastball. So 2 quick outs for Gilbert here in the bottom of the first. No score. For the first time ever with MLB Network and at-bat subscriptions, stream the MLB Network 24/7 plus select out-of-market games. Visit MLB.com/at-bat for details. No score. 2 outs. The base is empty. The Boston first, and Masataka Yoshida takes straight a fastball on the outside part of the plate. He is the DH as usual, hitting .270. 4 homers and 29 knocked in. Gilbert, where's the number 36? Throws a breaking ball. It's chopped on the right side. Handled by the first baseman, Jason Fossler, who flipped to Gilbert covering to end the inning. The Red Sox go in order in the first. After 1, no score on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkey, turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
For the 47th year in a row, Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks. The trucks that move mountains also move boats, bricks, and 2x4s. Work days and weekends, job sites and campsites. F-150 and the all-new Super Duty never stop working, just like you. Ford F-Series, official truck of your Boston Red Sox and America's #1 selling trucks 47 years straight. It's a record that may never be broken until next year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building and sustaining our Navy's next generation submarines. If you're ready to go big, get on board. We build giants at buildsubmarines.com.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save. I love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose curbside pickup or delivery. Shaw's Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
No score after an inning here at Fenway Park. Each team went in order in the first, so Nick Pivetta facing the middle third Mariners. Their Herb Chambers batting, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Lexus of Sharon and Lexus of Hingham. And Pivetta throws a curveball. It's outside to Jorge Polanco, switch hitter, batting from the left. Devers in on the edge of the grass, third. And the pitch is just a little bit up and away with a sweeper. Polanco batting .210. 9 homers and 24 runs batted in. Luke Raley to follow, and then Dylan Moore. The pitch, fastball, just a little bit outside, and Pivetta behind here with Polanco 3-0. Very little breeze to speak of as the ball game begins. Fastball inside part of the plate taken for a strike. Polanco hit 2 home runs 2 days ago in their win at the White Sox. And he takes another strike. He's looked at 5 pitches.
I feel like homers, hits, and wins should count half against the White Sox this year. They've just been brutal. Giving up so much damage.
Bad. Swinging a little lazy down the right field line over by the pesky pole. Abreu makes the catch just on the edge of the dirt. Polanco was the 7th batter of the game. The 7th batter is brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. You've been injured? Call 617-777-7777 and let Glassman score for you. 1 out, the base is empty. Top of the 2nd. No score. Throws strike 1, taken by Luke Raley. Left-handed hitting right fielder. Batting .229 with 11 round trippers and 29 runs batted in. Little pop up behind second. Rafaela started back and now comes back in to the edge of the infield dirt to make the catch. And Pivetta mowing down the Mariners. 22 pitches for 5 outs.
We've seen it from him. I mean, when he's at his best, he's as good as anybody, including his first start of the season against these Mariners. He's up for it tonight.
Could not ask for better conditions. Temperature in the low 70s. Check swing and a foul ball at home plate by Dylan Moore, their shortstop. And hitter batting .206. A lot of low batting averages, as you'd expect when you're hitting .218 as a team. 9 homers for Moore, 30 runs made. And he foul tips a breaking ball into the mid of Connor Wong.
I love how you so often say in the broadcast open, this is the greatest city in the world. And on nights like tonight, how could you argue that?
I think it is the greatest city in America. Good thing or bad, I've been to many of them. Breaking ball outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. If Moore gets on, he is a threat to run. He leads Seattle with 19 stolen bases. That's good for 8th in the American League. The 1-2 from Pivetta. He struck him out with a hard slider. 6 up and 6 down for Seattle after an inning and a half. No score on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Once again, it looks like Herb Chambers has an exceptional lineup this season. The automotive hometown hero offers the largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. With so many Herb Chambers dealership locations featuring 35 brands, you'll find the exact vehicle you're looking for. Choose from thousands of different new and pre-owned vehicles. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Because at Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Visit herbchambers.com to view our entire inventory today.
July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting 1 pound strawberries and blueberries by the pint. 2 for $5 at Shaw's and Star Market. Yes, 2 for $5. Strawberries and blueberries. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Here in New England, people are loving what QC Kinetics is doing. The all-new starter plan at QC Kinetics is making it easier than ever for people with joint pain to get this incredible treatment. It's a very affordable way to explore therapies that QC Kinetics is known for. They're the nation's leader when it comes to regenerative medicine. So if you have joint pain in your knees, hips, back, or shoulder, you need to learn more about this. Regenerative medicine uses the body's own growth factors to attack joint pain the natural way. It's a better way to deal with arthritis pain, no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. It's an approach with lasting results. If you've reached the point where they're recommending a hip or knee don't do it until you call QC Kinetics. The starter plan is here, and the journey to relief may be a lot easier and less expensive than you ever imagined. Learn more about the starter plan from QC Kinetics when you call for a free consultation. 617-644-PAIN. That's 617-644-PAIN. QC Kinetics, 617-644-PAIN.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEI.
Sean McDonough, Will Fleming at Fenway Park, no score. Inning and a half gone by. Logan Gilbert had a 1-2-3 first. And he throws a fastball high to Rafael Devers to start the second. 297 for Raffy, 23 homers, 64 runs batted in. Both power numbers lead the Red Sox. Big swing and a miss. He had a 90-mile-an-hour cutter. Devers leading off in the Red Sox Herb Chambers batting order, to be followed by Tyler O'Neill and Dominic Smith. Third baseman Rojas way off the line, about halfway between third and second. Devers took a ball outside. Outfield plays him to the opposite field. They give him some room toward the pitch is chopped to deep first. Vossler flips to Gilbert covering, and Devers is retired. Time for league leaders and who's circling the drain, presented by Drains by James. Rafael Devers came into tonight with that 297 batting average, 7th in the American League. He's also 7th in homers with the 23. He is 6th in on-base percentage. He is 3rd in slugging, having a year. Drains by James, Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipelining at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes. Tyler O'Neill takes ball one down and away. That was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Fastball and the slider, his two most frequently used pitches, both around 31% of the time. O'Neill swings and foul tips a high fastball into the mid of the catcher, Raleigh. Tyler's average is 271 with 22 homers. One behind Devers for the team lead. 43 runs batted in for O'Neill. Pitch in the dirt, backhanded out of it by Cal Raleigh. O'Neill's been hot, 412 over his last 8 games. He was the American League Player of the Week. He's hit 6 homers and knocked in 12 in his last 8 games. The big right-hander Gilbert fires, and it's right down the middle. Slider, hard slider at 89 miles per hour. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No scores of this 3-game series between the Red Sox and Mariners. Breaking ball, no swing, said the first base umpire. On the appeal, on a swing.
I think you got a break there.
Ooh, very close. Very close. Mariner didn't like it. The 3-2 pitch is hit hard to loop it right at the left fielder, Randy Arozarena, who made the catch. So some loud contact, but it's an out. Dominic Smith, Red Sox first baseman. Red Sox enter tonight's action 1 game out in the wild card standings, behind Kansas City, and 6.5 behind front-running Baltimore in the American League East. Breaking ball in for a strike to the left-handed batting Smith at 227, 5 homers. He has driven home 30. They play the same infield defense for a lot of these left-handed Red Sox hitters. Swing and a miss. He was way out in front of a splitter. They've had Rojas about halfway between the second and third base bags, and the rest of the infield pulled around. Outfield's around toward left for Smith, and Arozarena very shallow in left field. The 0-2 pitch is a little bit low and away with a splitter. Pivetta and Gilbert tonight. James Paxton will make his first outing upon his return to the Red Sox here tomorrow night against Luis Castillo. Brian Bayo on Wednesday against George Kirby. Check swing. They appeal down to third. Strike 3, says John Bacon. And Smith is out on strikes. 3 strikeouts through 2 innings for Logan Gilbert. No score after 2 on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
If you're in the market for a great deal on Toyo tires, get to Town Fair Tire for your absolute best deal. Because at Town Fair Tire, you get the guaranteed lowest price on any Toyo tire. Plus, you get free services for life. And we honor all valid Toyo tire rebates. For the absolute best deal on Toyo tires, get to Town Fair Tire. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in, like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Z-Series mowers deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick UV vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today.
In Massachusetts, visit Norfolk Power Equipment in Rentham and Carver, Ahern Equipment in Spencer, or Bacon's Equipment in Williamsburg.
Lou here. The Shaw's and Star Market Grand Slam Summer Sweepstakes is your chance to win free groceries for a year, plus other incredible Boston sports and concert prize experiences. We'd like to congratulate Sharon of Charlton, Massachusetts as our next winner. She won a VIP Boston concert experience and a $100 Shaw's gift card. Enter for your chance to be our next winner by shopping at Shaw's and Star Market. See official rules at GrandSlamSummerSweets.com. Shaw's and Star Market, proud to be the official supermarket of Sox Radio Network.
Hurry in during the BMW Summer Sales event and get a credit up to $2,500 off MSRP on select models now through July 31st. For details, visit your Massachusetts BMW Center today or visit bmwcenters.com.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
No base runners yet. We head to the third, no score. Here's Will.
Thank you, Sean. Jason Vossler, left-handed hitter, digs in, and Pivetta fires strike 1, fastball over the inside corner. 93. He has been great, Nick, and he's needed to be with Logan Gilbert on the other side. 0-1. Vossler pulls it off at his feet. This is his 5th game with the Mariners. He cups of coffee with the Reds, did Vossler. And in his first 4 games with the M's, he's got hits in each. 1-2 from Pivetta, who's on 28 pitches so far. One of the great nights of the year, as it turns out. Weather-wise, the 0-2. Down and in. We are a minute or two away from the magical hour at Fenway, when the sunset to reflect off the downtown facade and the Citgo sign turns bright orange. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He blew him away with 95 miles an hour. And Pivetta has got it going tonight. 1 down in the third for Nick. That is already his 4th strikeout. And here comes Mitch Haniger.
Pivetta taking advantage of this Mariner lineup that has really struggled to hit all season long. He has dominated so far.
I just have a hard time believing they acquired Justin Turner a couple hours before the game today. I don't think they're done. Mitch Haniger, right-handed hitter, longtime Mariner, then spent a year with the Giants. Back strike 1 and a good fastball from Pivetta. 0-1. That is sets, he throws. That is just outside. In consecutive years, they drafted Gilbert and Kirby in the first round. Both of them have become absolute ace-type, top of the rotation starters. Then they traded for Luis Castillo, who's been awesome. 1-1. Here's a high drive deep into left field, back at the wall, and it is off the wall. It's off the ledge. O'Neill plays the carry beautifully and throws a bullet to second to keep Haniger at first. It hit right on the S sign, then that little ledge that's about 5 feet deep, and Tyler, who had a rough weekend defensively, did a very nice job there, and it's a 1-out single. First hit of the game.
Good job hitting there by Haniger. It was a pretty good pitch low and away, and with a breaking ball, he managed to get out there and pull it, hit it hard.
So, first base runner of the game on either side. Here's Josh Rojas. Batting left, the pitch. He is a little bit outside. So often, I think, baseball, people talk about the window being open for teams. It's mostly driven by whether or not they have young hitters who are dominant and sort of in the primes of their careers. Rafaela close to the second base bag is the 1-0. To Rojas is a curveball low for ball 2. To me, it should be the exact same conversation with these Mariners because of the pitchers they have. I mean, it's almost impossible to get this many ace types for the cost they are. The 2-0 is on the right side. Diving is Hamilton. He cannot get it. It's into center field. Duran plays it, throws behind the runner at second, but that is back hits for the Mariners, and they're in business with one out. That is the modern game these days, because for 100 years, the second baseman would be closer to the second base bag, pinched in and over, and if he were, I think that's an inning-ending double play.
I agree completely. He was playing over in the hole on the right side. It wasn't hit hard at all. It was just a slow grounder up the middle, but had enough to get through.
So Robles, who hit a hard line drive that was caught in right field his first time. No score in the third. Sox and Mariners. Pivetta throws, and Robles pops it foul down the right field line over the tarp and into the seats. 4-1. It is clear the numbers that all of these clubs run say definitive over the course of a season that is the right defensive alignment. I'm not sold on it. To me, you give up so much, and there are many times when a double play would be huge. Here is a double play. Ball to third. Raffy has it a second for one. Hamilton's throw in time to first. Double play. And the inning is over. Pivetta gives up a couple hits, but beautifully done. Escapes trouble. We go to the bottom of the third. No score. Sox and Mariners on the Shaw's and Star Market. WEEI. Red Sox Radio Network.
Nothing brings the fans to their feet as when the cleanup hitter comes to the plate. And in Eastern Mass, homeowners react the same way when they see Drains by James pull up to take care of drain or sewer problems, as well as provide money-saving pipe lining solutions. Drains by James covers all the bases when it comes to giving homeowners dependable drain, sewer, and pipe service. Learn more at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
The odds of a foul ball knocking over your perfectly balanced tray of nachos? Astronomical.
Dude, watch the nachos.
We don't know what's going to happen on a trip to the ballpark, but chances of falling victim to online crime are 1 in 4. You and your family need Aura with scam protection, fraud monitoring, and parental control features. Protect everything your family does online with Aura. Go to aura.com/baseball to start your free trial today. The 1 in 4 statistics is based on research conducted by Javelin Strategy and Research. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions effectively.
Hey, Katie. Hi. Let's embark on a performance calibration initiative synthesizing qualitative and quantitative metrics for this past fiscal year.
If Heineken Silver was corporate jargon, it would have all the info none of the annoying gibberish.
What I was trying to is, you crushed it last year, Katie. Lady, you are getting a big, fat bonus.
Heineken Silver, world-class light beer. Only 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories. All the taste. No. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, year-round pool, or sauna from New England Spas. The In the Hot Tub injury sponsor of the Red Sox radio pregame. Natick, Norwell, Auburn, now in Warwick. NESpas.com.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Connor Wong leads it off for the Red Sox in the bottom of the third against Logan Gilbert, who looks unbelievable tonight. He fires another strike. First pitch fastball at 96. It's 0-1. Connor in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers Mercedes-Benz of Boston, Natick, and flagship motor cars of Linfield. 0-1 to Connor. Is outside. Connor is sort of a microcosm of how this is the best lineup the Red Sox can roll out against right-handers. He's in the 7 hole with 297, 10 homers, and 35 driven in. He's cooled off a little bit of late. The 1-1 is fouled back, but he and Refsnyder went back-to-back over the monster last night to give the Red Sox their only 2 runs. Score has said it is very possible that Connor's going to see some time at first base and second base going forward. Ball and 2 strikes from Gilbert. He throws. Connor grounds one on the right side into the outfield, and there's the Red Sox first base hit. That was impressive. inside-out swing, and Wong is aboard to begin the third.
You think that play along is because they have more confidence playing Danny Jansen behind the plate than they had Reese McGuire, who should play that was designated for assignment?
I think that's a real part of it. And, you know, he did it in college and high school. He's very athletic. And to be perfectly frank, the defensive numbers have not been great for Wong. Great throwing, framing, and receiving, not quite as good. Here's David Hamilton, standard hitter. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. The Red Sox play so little small ball, but with a guy like Gilbert, I think you certainly consider it more. Hamilton was out.
Are thinking that way as Scott Service has his third baseman Rojas well in on the grass.
Hard to blame him, as this pitch is a curveball that misses low. Today, at about 3:30, Hamilton was part of a big group of young players, including Rafaela, who's on deck, Wilyer Abreu out doing bunting practice, which I think makes all the sense in the world. 1-1 to Hammy, as his teammates call him. The pitch is inside. Heard ball. This is the first time Gilbert has been out of the stretch, and it's 2-1.
Do you have any nicknames? We've kind of backed off Flemball when you and I first started working together.
I loved it.
Yeah, it's
almost endearment. The 2-1 pitch is a soft ground ball foul. That's at first. People have like appropriated my brother's nickname to me, which is Flem. Like all the people who've known him.
Well, we call your brother Flem.
Yeah.
With our ESPN golf crew.
Yeah.
And other things when he's not around.
That have many more letters in them. 2-2 to David Hamilton.
Hammy.
Leading at first is Wong. The pitch is strike three call. That was at the top of the zone on the outside corner, a slider. And David is gone. One away for Cedon Rafaela. Third inning is fueled by Sicko top tier Tri-Clean gasoline. Whether you're off to the dog park, ballpark, or amusement park, Citgo, your Tri-Clean gasoline gets you where you're going. Here's Rafaela, right-handed hitter. The pitch to him. Swing. He missed. Good slider. It's 0-1.
What if we're not going to any of those places? Will we still get there? I think we will.
We're sort of okay to go.
The gas doesn't know where you're going.
I'll leave that one alone. 0-1 to Cedon. Here's the pitch. And that's in the dirt outside. Oftentimes it doesn't know where it's going either.
No. But it just seems like we're limiting the gas if it's just to the dog park and these other places that you mentioned.
Limiting gas is never a good idea.
No. No, well, I've been around some who would probably want to limit gas.
1-1 is swung on and missed. A slider. You know, Bill King is one of the great all-time broadcasters.
Yes.
Oakland Athletics.
Raiders.
Just people think he's really one of the greats of all time, and he would oftentimes do games no shoes, sometimes no pants, and he did not limit the gas.
Really?
Really.
So you don't want to visit that booth.
1-2 is thrown over to first, almost dropped over there, but Wong was back in head first. I don't want to visit any booth in Oakland these days.
No. I'm kind of sorry we just went down this road at all. But it's better than the vasectomy talk we had with Johnny Damon the other night, which was very interesting.
Took two cracks at it for Johnny D. 1-2 to Cedon Rafaela. One down in the third. Gilbert is ready. He throws. And Cedon rips it into left field. That's down for a base hit. It is right at Arozarena on one hop. And the Red Sox have some fuel here in the third. A couple of hits and 2 on with 1 out.
Speaking of Damons, how did Matt and Casey Affleck do throwing out the first pitches yesterday?
I thought great. I mean, I'm not going to rank them other than to say that Matt really fired an absolute bullet.
He's a good athlete.
You've told me the story about getting him into a batting cage to warm up for the home run derby here in Boston.
At a celebrity hitting contest. Frank Niles down at Hingham got Matt all dialed in. Squished the bug. Was the technique.
Here's Jarren Duran with 2 on and 1 out. You know, I know you've known him forever, and you've told me so many stories about how kind and decent and humble he is. In fact, the guy's Jason Bourne and is about the biggest movie star on earth, and being around him, just unbelievable.
Yeah, I've known him, I think, since he was 19, and he really hasn't changed. His bank account has changed.
A little bit. Here's Duran. First big chance for the Sox. The pitch is fouled off. You know, in spite of the fact that Duran ended up striking out his first, I thought he looked pretty comfortable against Gilbert. Some hard foul balls. Now he's behind 0-1. That was a real treat to have Matt and Casey in our booth. The instigators.
Looks good. I've seen a couple of articles about it. Seems interesting.
This pitch misses outside. A splitter 1-1. Well, now that they're my best friends, I have to watch it.
They told me they really didn't enjoy the visit.
1-1 with 2 down, 2 on and 1 out here. In the bottom of the third, Sox and Mariners scoreless for now. Duran trying to change that. The pitch. He is low. Fastball. I think it's fair to say Gilbert has not been quite as sharp out of the stretch. That's 98 miles an hour, which is his hardest pitch, not only of tonight, but of his career. Amped up tonight at Fenway.
Well, as we said, he doesn't walk many. 5th in the American League in fewest walks per 9 innings.
2-1 to Jaron. A rare hitter's count. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Slider. It's 2-2. When you hear that someone like Matt Damon and Casey Affleck, they're coming up, you never know what to expect. And so many of those people of that stature, you know, they're sort of isolated. They don't feel like they're just like you and me, and it's the opposite with those two guys.
Yeah, well, they're as regular, down-to-earth folks as you can be while being some of the most famous people in the world.
2-2. Duran waits. The pitch is softly grounded on the first base side, and it fouled off his foot there. So Duran stays alive. That had wicked spin on it, and it's 2-2. He was asking me about my family and Providence and where my kids go to school. I mean, you just would never expect that from movie stars. That got Duran sort of on his right big toe.
Well, it's all about sincerity. You know, I've always said the most important thing in broadcasting is sincerity. And as soon as you learn how to fake that, you're all set. And, you know, Matt's an actor.
He's great at that. He really made me think he cares.
Did he make you cry?
No. Not yet. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Red Sox with 2 on and 1 out. The pitch is up the middle. Gil has it. He throws to second for 1. Relay to first. It is not time. Good foot speed for Duran. Just about any other runner might have been doubled off there. The Mariners thought about looking. I did think real time Duran beat that throw. And the Mariners, they will not look. That was hard hit right back through the middle.
Yeah, clearly safe on the replay. Good thing Jaron runs as well as he did. That was a pretty perfect double play comebacker to the mound for most other hitters and runners. I think it was Steve Buckley who was writing about Duran recently, who said he runs like he's running away from something.
That's a good way to put it. Here is Wilyer Abreu, who swings and misses badly at a splitter, and it's 0-1.
He runs hard. He's fun to watch run the bases.
He does. He runs angry, too. Arbella Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. First and third, 2 down, scoreless in the third. The 0-1. Wilyer swings and misses. He's seen 2 splitters and missed both badly. And it is 0-2.
Now, this guy has to be hard to face because, you know, the fastball gets up there at 100, and he's just got these off-speed pitches. There's a significant difference in the velocity. Well, and he can throw them all for strikes.
And he keeps adding them, too. Cutter, splitter, all-star this year and showing why tonight. But the Red Sox have him at first and third. 0-2, the pitch. Duran runs, and this one's fouled off. On the first base side, Duran had that bag stolen, but in a 2-strike count, Abreu had to swing.
Yeah, Def had it stolen.
3 straight splitters. You wonder whether now Gilbert try to slow down a little bit. Come with the heat. 0-2. One homer shy of 10. He's hitting .264 with 33 driven in. He's been really good in these spots with runners in scoring position. 0-2 again. Gilbert's ready. Duran runs again. The pitch is low and in, and Duran is into second base standing. Easy steal.
.23 steals for Jaron. Now tied for third in the American League.
So the most doubles, the most triples, and the third most steals.
Other than that, he hasn't done much.
Hit here, might get 2 in. The pitch is low and outside, really close. In fact, could have been called a strike. I think that's just about a perfect fastball from Logan Gilbert. And I think Wilyer Abreu caught a break there.
He did. Looking at the replay. That was 98 on the outside corner.
Wow. 2-2. Here it is. Inside to the backstop. Connor Wong comes home, scoring standing up. And after that big break, the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead.
That's a huge break. That should have been strike 3 and inning over. And wouldn't you know, the very next pitch, it goes to the backstop. It didn't look like a very tough chance. That is not really a great effort by Cal Raleigh. Just kind of lunged to backhand it rather than. You don't see that much anymore, right? You don't see guys drop down on their knees and slide and block it. They're trying to catch everything, and he didn't catch that one.
The new wave is going to the knee, and you just kind of, you're right, catch it like an infielder. 3-2 to Abreu. Here it is. Wilyer swings and fouls it back. 98 on a fastball. It's worth saying, you have to say it, even in a spot where it helps the Red Sox. That pitch is why the challenge system needs to come to Major League Baseball. I mean, Logan Gilbert made a spectacular two-strike pitch.
If they could have reviewed that pitch, it would have been strike thing over.
Easily. And
well, next
quickly.
year when the ropes are here, they'll get it right.
Hopefully there's somewhere in between. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A run in on a wild pitch. Bottom third with Duran at third. 3-2 to Abreu. Good long at bat, the pitch. Swing and a foul on third base side. Well, minor victories against Gilbert. Not only do you have a run in, but he's now thrown 53 pitches. They're making him work here in this third.
They really are. And the Mariners bullpen is still very good. You know, in recent years it's been elite. Not quite as good as it's been, but it's still very good.
Another 3-2. Swing and another foul for Wilyer. It's becoming an epic battle. Sun setting further. Reflections off the windows now. Lights fully on at Fenway. Duran down the line in foul territory at third. 1-0, another 3-2. Swing and another foul. What an at-bat this is coming. Even with a little assist from the home plate umpire, Abreu is battling.
Wouldn't be surprised if Scott Service files that one away. He's already barked at the home plate umpire a couple times tonight.
11th pitch of the at-bat is coming. And here it is. Swing and a high fly foul again. 96 miles an hour out of play.
In the math, when you said Abreu is 1 home run shy of 10, still trying to figure that out.
Give you some time. 3-2 to Wilyer. Here it is. Swing and a shot on the ground into right field. That's a base hit. What an at-bat for Abreu. Duran scores, and it's 2-0 Red Sox. Well, a little assist from Andy Fletcher, but the Red Sox have paid it off and put 2 on the board.
Yeah, if I'm Scott Service now, I'm really upset. But as you said, you got to give Abreu credit, and that was a fastball right over the heart of the plate. Their pitching coach is going to the mound, Pete Woodworth, who is celebrating his 36th birthday today.
give Gilbert a lot of credit. He's still pretty calm on the mound. There are a lot of guys who would have lost it by now. And the truth is that 2-2 pitch was not even borderline. I mean, it was right there.
He just missed it, and I'm sure Andy Fletcher feels bad about it.
Red Sox, though, do not. Now they got Yoshida at the plate trying to pile it on here. 2 runs in with 2 down. Abreu dancing away at first. Moss has been hot. Grounded out to the first baseman in the first. Here he is, and he drives one high and deep into right field toward the bullpen. It is gone over the Red Sox bullpen. Massa, a 2-run blast, and it is 4-0 Red Sox. What a difference one pitch can make.
Well, you know, you get a break, but then you still have to take advantage of it, and the Red Sox have with some terrific at-bats against one of the best pitchers in baseball. That was a no-doubter, towering fly ball over the Red Sox bullpen.
It's become a real weapon, 8 for his last 20. Now here is Raffy. The pitch to him is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. That thing was absolutely launched. Center cut fastball, and Yoshida knew it immediately. It's like you on the 18th tee at BGC. 0-1 to Raffy. 4 runs in. That's in the dirt, and that got the bare hand of Cal Raleigh. He is in some significant pain. He dropped the glove. And Mariners holding their breath. It's only Yoshida's 5th home run. He's had so much injury difficulty this year, but that one was absolutely tattooed.
He hit 15 last year in 140 games. He was good usually for 20 plus during his career in Japan. His trainer and manager out to look at Raleigh.
For every Walmart wall ball the Red Sox hit, by the way, Walmart donates $100 to Run to Home Base. They're proud to help raise funds to provide life-saving care to veterans and their families who are impacted by the invisible wounds of war. Raffy looks on. Raleigh getting some medical attention. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Back at Fenway, the Red Sox have put 4 runs up in this bottom of the third. We just saw the replay. Raleigh was in the crouch. Gilbert spiked the pitch about a foot in front of home plate. It bounced low. He had his right throwing hand behind his right leg, and it wasn't quite hidden enough. It got him right on that right thumb.
The ball went between his legs and hit his bare hand behind his use at the back of his right leg. Just a very unlucky situation. He's going to stay in there.
It's a wonder it doesn't happen more often, really. They're also protected and covered, but there are always places that are vulnerable. Well, again, even though Wilyer Abreu had a big break on what should have been called strike 3, he had bats of the year, and then Yoshida followed it up with an absolute hit into the seats in right. After a long delay, 1-1 to Raffy. Wave is going at Fenway. 2 down in this third. Here's the pitch. Raffy checks a swing. No, he didn't. 4-seam fastball up and away from him, and it's 1-2. Alex Cora hates the Wave at Fenway Park. I'm with him. It's too early in the game for that. But you know what? There are 4 runs in.
There's a Wave protocol. It has to be a certain time of the game.
Here's the 1-2. Swinging a shot down the right field line. That is down into the corner. It's going to roll toward the bean sign, and Raffy Devers, extra base hit machine, is once again at second base. It's a 2-out double for Raffy, and all of a sudden, the Red Sox arching Gilbert here in the third.
That was a splitter. It was down, not in the strike zone. He went down there and golfed it and hit it hard. And to the point you made earlier, Not only have the Red Sox benefited, they would have been out of the inning with no runs. They've scored 4, but all of the extra pitches thrown by Gilbert now. He's up to 62.
23rd double. Here's a ground ball down the left field line. That's going to get a run in. Devers trots around third. It's a double for Tyler O'Neill, and it's 5-0 Red Sox. Floodgates open.
Well, as we said at the top of the hitting has not been the problem during this 2-7 stretch for the Red Sox since the All-Star game. They've averaged 6 runs per game. It has been the pitching that's been dreadful, but not so far tonight. Pivetta against this offensively challenged Mariners team.
So now the 9th hitter of the inning, and Dom Smith, the pitch to him is outside. Kerr 1-0. Dom struck out to end the second. To your earlier point, the live Vegas odds of a Scott Service ejection in this game are skyrocketing. Here's Smith.
I'm a little surprised he didn't say something when he came out to look at Raleigh with the trainer.
Yeah, that was pretty level-headed of him, swinging a miss at the slider. It's 1-1. Trent Thornton, the reliever, is up in the bullpen. This is incredible how many pitches he's thrown in this inning. The 1-1 is low. He needed only 12 in the first, did Gilbert, and then 14 in the second. So is that 40 pitches in this inning alone? That's a ton for a valuable young arm.
We're going to have to figure out how many since the missed strike 3 call.
2-1, a strike on the outside corner. Cooper Boardman, excellent.
Cooper Boardman's on that
broadcaster.
That's good.
He'll get on
my
it for
interest
us.
level in finding the right app and all that sort of thing is low.
It's hard to trust anyone from Syracuse with anything important, but we'll do so here. 2-2 to Dom Smith. Pitch. He is outside of the splitter, and it's 3-2.
Cooper's here early tonight.
Yeah.
He usually comes in for the post-game show with about 1 out to go.
Yeah, screaming around the corner.
From one of the little spots on Lansdowne Street.
3-2 to Dom Smith. The pitch. Swinging a high fly into left field. Rosarena back at the wall. It is off the Scholars sign. It's another double for the Red Sox. 3 in a row. And the Red Sox are pounding Gilbert 6-0 in the third. Wow. Hard to see this coming in the first 2 innings.
Yeah, I mean, he was mowing them down. That one was a hanger. And yeah, you got a bad break on that pitch. We don't want to belabor it, but the Service is coming out of the dugout now.
Oh, my.
So there's going to be a pitching change. But, you know, at a certain point, you got to cover up the mistake, right? Get it out and get back in the dugout.
He's not done that at all. Just amazing. The Red Sox are going to chase Logan Gilbert with 2 outs in the third inning. And this guy has been an absolute machine on the mound. He's been the model of length and stability. And not surprisingly, far and away, his shortest outing of the year. Back on May 9th, he went 4 innings that day in Minnesota. They gave up 8 runs. But other than that, never this year has he not gotten at least 1 out in the 6th inning. So
it's the second most earned runs he's given up in an outing this year. The next one is 4, so he's almost always good for 4 runs allowed or fewer. But not tonight.
Syracuse's finest has delivered. Logan Gilbert, that missed call was his 50th pitch, 19 since.
So I would have said more.
Yeah.
But I trust Cooper until we don't.
You know, the Abreu at bat went on a little bit, and then it really has happened in sort of shock fashion. Red Sox 6 runs in this third inning, and they're into the Mariners bullpen in game 1 of a 3-game critical series, which is a big development here. Take a quick break. Back to Fenway after this pitching change. 6-0 Boston. The Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
The Make It Ford summer sales event is on, so make it your best summer ever with Ford. Now's the best time to get our best deals on a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs, like the Ford Explorer, the Ford Bronco family, Ford F-Series, and the all-electric F-150 Lightning. These are the deals you've been waiting for, so don't wait. It's the Make It Ford summer sales event, so make it yours. Make it now at your Ford dealer today.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Connor Wong, who led off this third inning, batting again. Still in the third against the new pitcher, Trent Thornton. Right-handed reliever, he throws, and Connor brushed back. It's out of the glove of Raleigh, and Dom Smith scampers up to third. See how they score that? It was a fastball high and tight. It got a lot of the glove of Raleigh. And a very wild ball, 1-1.
But even the pitch that was scored, a wild pitch that brought in the first run of the game, if you're the pitcher, you're Scott Service, you want Raleigh to play that. Sometimes these scorers don't hold the catcher to a high standard.
1-0 is a high fly ball into left field. Arozarena back, and it is off the wall. Wong just missed a home run. Coming home to score is Dom Smith. The Red Sox have 4 straight doubles. They've got 7 straight hits, and they lead it 7-0, and they are all over the Seattle Mariners tonight.
It's a lot of doubles for Diabetes.
It is.
And if I could find the copy, I'd read the rest of that, Will.
Brought to you by the Mass Health Connector.
Yes. $50 to the American Diabetes Association for every double. If you need health insurance, go to mahealthconnector.org. Find the right plan for you and your family.
Wong is running it second over to third. The tag is late, but he slid through the bag, and then they got him on the left foot. So Wong runs into the third out of the inning, but not before the Red Sox score 7 runs and chase Logan Gilbert. What an inning for Boston. To the 4th inning we go. 7-0 Sox in the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Storrow Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Hey, it's Joe. You know how amazing blueberries are for you? Not only are they rich in antioxidants, new data shows blueberries delay aging and promote longevity. And right now, blueberries and strawberries are on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting 1-pound strawberries and blueberries by the pint for 2 for $5. Yes, 2 for $5. Strawberries and blueberries. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Savings and support start day one with Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus. This exclusive program with pro-level services is designed to help you manage and grow your paint business. With premium features, including productive solutions, personalized service and support, business tools, Pro Plus savings, and 0% interest credit. Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus gives paint professionals the support they need. Unlock the Pro Advantage today by visiting swproplus.com. Subject to credit approval, certain exclusions apply.
Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, year-round pool, or sauna from New England Spas, the In the Hot Tub injury sponsor of the Red Sox radio pregame. Natick, Norwell, Auburn, and now in Warwick. nespas.com.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Randy Arozarena to lead it off. It's been a long wait for Nick Pivetta after the Sox put 7 runs up in the bottom of the third. The real fulcrum of that inning and of this game was a 2-2 pitch that was not called a strike. Looked to be in there by a lot to Wilyer Abreu, and after that 7 runs came in to score. Here's Arozarena, who struck out his first time, and he takes another strike on the corner. It's 0-1. Aaron Judge hit his 37th home run of the season, the opening inning in Philadelphia. The series that is, Yanks and Phils, and New York is all over Philadelphia. Here's a drive down the left field line, and it is a fair ball and extra bases for Arozarena. Going over into the corner to dig it out is O'Neill, but not before Arozarena glides into second base with a leadoff double. So 7-2 Yankees in Philadelphia in the fifth.
The Red Sox 8 hits in the bottom of the third matches their season high. They had 8 the 8th inning against the Cubs back on April 27th.
Not unsurprisingly, it was an onslaught of a night for Boston as Cal Raleigh takes a fastball inside for ball one. They scored 17 runs that night in a shutout. Raleigh struck out swinging his first time. The pitch is a chopper to short. Rafaelis circles around, plays it on the forehand side, throws to first in time, and Raleigh is gone. On the play, Arozarena's over to third. So 1 out for Pivetta. Not easy to be in the dugout that long, even if the offense is exploding for you. That's the rivalry report. Yankees all over the Phils after taking 2 of 3 here. Brought to you by Riverwalk, spacious senior apartments on River Spring Living's 32-acre New York City campus overlooking the Hudson. Here's a high fly in the left field. O'Neill, though, has room in front of the warning track. Arozarena's tagging at third. O'Neill's throw with his full body spinning and flipping up the line and not in time. It's a sacrifice fly for Jorge Polanco, and the Mariners are on the board at 7-1.
I think the Jazz Chisholm move was a good one for the Yankees. Looked like he brought a little juice, some athleticism to that lineup. It'll be interesting to see where he plays. Apparently Gleyber Torres not enthused about the idea of perhaps moving to third base.
Chisholm is at third tonight after being at center field last night. Here's Luke Raley, strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, Chisholm hasn't really played third base much, but he said he'd give it a shot. I think it's happening sooner than anticipated.
No doubt. 0-1. Here's the pitch. That is a swing and a miss. Big fastball, too. All the national observers think the Yankees have one big move left in them. See what that means. Someone like Blake Snell, back-end reliever like Tanner Scott. The 0-2 is just inside on a sweeper. And it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I think we saw in that series both the Red Sox and the Yankees need more arms, especially in the bullpen.
And I think the Yankees need another hitter, too. 1-2. Pivetta throws. Swing and a miss. He got him with a great curveball, and the inning is over. The Rays do get a run, but no matter. 7-1 heading to the bottom of the fourth at Fenway on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Guess what, people? Wendy's has new saucy nugs. You heard me. Wendy's nugs now come in 7 saucy flavors. Buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, spicy ghost pepper. You can literally hear your taste buds after every bite. I'm serious. Listen to mine. Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects, but you got the idea. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's.
Gotta be fresh.
At participating U.S.
As a Boston sports fan, we know heartbreak. Hey, we even have a friggin' hill named after it. But we also know wicked awesome, like all our championship parades. When it comes to getting your CPAP supplies, New Englanders deserve a wicked awesome experience. Eastern MedTech is the GOAT of CPAP suppliers. Next time you need supplies for your CPAP, anywhere in New England, depend on Eastern MedTech. Call 857-400-0044 or see easternmedtech.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Navien tankless water heaters, the proven leader in condensing technology. Request a Navien because you deserve the best in endless hot water delivery. Learn about Navien's condensing tankless water heaters and find a Navien contractor at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Hi, Discover. It's Jennifer Coolidge, and your cashback match has inspired me.
Great. We love doubling the cashback you earn at the end of your first year.
I'm doubling everything now. I'm double dating. I'm double dipping.
Discover cashback match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Into the bottom of the fourth we go. David Hamilton leading it off 7-1 Red Sox on a spectacular Fenway night. Hamilton in, and he takes curveball down and in for ball one. Fourth inning is brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car today and help a child. Schedule your free pickup 877 Cars for Kids or carsforkids.com. 1-0 to David Hamilton. The pitch outside. Fastball 2-0. Earlier today, the Mariners acquired Justin Turner, the fan favorite here in Boston a year ago. The 2-0 is a strike. It did not go great for JT up in Toronto. They are selling off big time, are the Jays.
Yeah, big disappointment. They had high hopes for this year.
Something just not quite right up there. So much talent. 2-1 to Hamilton. Swing and a miss. Big fastball. Bichette is hurt. Vladdy has been hot lately, and I think that's one of the big questions between now and 6 o'clock tomorrow. Will he be moved? One more year on his rookie deal. The 2-2 is up the middle, almost hits the second base bag, but it does not. And the shortstop there to make the play, throwing to first to retire Hamilton for the first out here in the bottom of the fourth. I mean, Vladdy is one of the elite talents in the sport, and it's been a little up and down for him. Be really hard for the Blue Jays to give up on that prize talent. Here's Cedar Rafaela. He loops one down the right field line, and that is going to dunk in for a hit. Opposite way, Cedar took a big turn at first, but he holds there as Rayleigh came in to make the play. It's a one-out blue pit for Rafaela. But there are rumors that teams like the Astros, even maybe the Dodgers, others interested in Vladdy's services. Would they get enough back for him?
I think they'd get a lot for him. But then if you're Toronto, you thought you were going to be a contending team this year. To tear the whole thing down and start over again?
Throw to first. Rafaela is back in. I think that's the real point, Sean. It's sort of like with Skubal, the Cy Young favorite in the American League with the Tigers. Seems unlikely they would move him, because isn't that the point of the entire endeavor, unless somebody absolutely blew you away. Here's Duran, who fouls it off on the third base side. Like when the Nationals traded away Juan Soto, they got 4 players who are absolute cornerstones of their future. By the way, the Nats earlier today traded Lane Thomas away, so he's in Cleveland now with a great Guardians team. 0-1, the pitch is low and inside. And to do it, the Guardians gave up 3 of their best prospects. So it is so clearly a seller's market this year.
Because there are fewer sellers, because there are so many teams that are in the wild card races.
One is chopped down the first base line. Fair ball over the leap of the first baseman. Rounding second, heading for third is Rafaela. And Jarren Duran has yet another double. He doubles in so many different ways. And the AL leader has his 32nd, and the Red Sox in business again here in the fourth.
Yeah, that was some good fortune there. He just hit a high chopper that went over the head of the first baseman, Vossler, who was holding the runner on, and it was just fair as it went over the bag.
So now Wilyer Abreu a chance at another great hit. Great spot here. One of the really delightful things about Duran is the number of ways he can kill you, and how so many different styles of balls in play result in extra bases for him. Here's Abreu, who takes low, ball 1.
And he never handicaps it or assumes anything. He just runs hard from the minute he makes contact, which is what you're supposed to do.
No doubt. 7-1 Red Sox in the fourth, and they got a chance to get even more here. 1-0 is high in the air into left field. Arozarena back on the track. He can't get it. It's off the wall. Off the MGM sign. Coming home to score is Rafaela. And Duran over to third. It's another double for the Red Sox. Abreu catches green, and it is 8-1 at Fenway.
The Red Sox are wearing out that left field wall.
It's their 4th double to left. Abreu's 23rd of the season. That was a Fenway special. In a lot of ballparks, that thing is probably caught for a pretty routine out. But not here. So here's Yoshida, who homered his last time. He takes a curveball in there for strike one.
Infield in for Seattle. They were also in when Abreu came up to the plate.
No other choice. Even down 7 in the 4th pitch is outside. Well, they're going to lean on Thornton here because, I mean, this is the first of a very important 3-game series. The one benefit that the Mariners do have, where they don't worry quite as much about straining the bullpen early, is they got Castillo and Kirby in games 2 and 3. As Yoshida takes the ball outside, 2-1.
This is meaningful in the wild card race too. I mean, Seattle's right there with Houston in the division, but they've been fading. Houston's been charging. But Seattle's one of those teams right in the midst of the wild card.
2-1 is a base hit into right field that's going to get 2 more runs in. Durant scores. Behind him, Abreu sliding head first. Masataka Yoshida has driven in 4, and it is not 10-1 Red Sox. It's a good sign in a game when you can't keep track of how many runs the Red Sox have scored.
No. And it's unbelievable, right? We talk about Seattle, best pitching in Major League Baseball. Gilbert, an all-star, who's just nasty out there tonight. Red Sox catch a big break last inning on a missed strike call. It extended the inning, and they just took advantage of it and then some, and now it's a laugher.
Here's Raffy. He takes slider down and in, ball 1. But I think in a normal series, you'd say, well, getting into the Mariner bullpen is a huge thing. It might not be quite as significant against this team with all its pitching. Devers has grounded out and doubled. He takes fastball inside for ball 2. The other thing about this series, Sean, is that the Red Sox split the 4-game set in Seattle. So the winner of this series wins the season series, which could be really important at the end of the year. 2-0 is a blooper down the third base line, over and to his left. Making the play on the run is Rojas. A couple of feet into foul territory. Raffy's gone. They're 2 down. I mean, it's unlikely they finish with the exact same record, but they no longer have the play-in games. The season series is the tiebreaker.
I just learned something. Took a few years being next to you here, but
a lifetime achievement moment for me.
That Stanford education.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Strike on the outside corner. The most represented university in the Olympic Games.
Stanford?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's often the case.
Well, you play all the sports.
We do. The 0-1 is strike. He couldn't.
Did I see break dancing is now an Olympic sport?
Is that right?
I believe so.
I saw skateboarding yesterday, pickleball, all these things.
Pickleball.
Handball, which has been there for a little while.
Pickleball's an Olympic sport?
0-2.
I have a chance to be an Olympian then.
Here's the pitch. High fly into shallow right field. It hangs up big time for Raley, looking up into twilight skies. He's there to make the play.
If you want to be an Olympian, luge. There's only like 12 people in America who luge.
You know, there's always time to start a new thing, right?
Yes.
The Red Sox are flying down the ice here tonight. They lead 10-1 after 4 over the Mariners in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Network.
If you need tires, think Town Fair Tire. Thinking name brands? We have them all. Thinking price? We beat the competitors. Free services? We have those too. For the guaranteed lowest price, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Hey Sox fans, take your game day experience to the next level. Whether a pretzel dog or sandwich, top them with Mike's Amazing, the official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox. Pick up Mike's Amazing at Stop and Shop and bring the Fenway experience home. Mike's Amazing. When it's on, it's on.
Every great team is built around its stars. So let's meet the stars of your New England Ford dealers' award-winning lineup of SUVs. First up, we have the Bronco Sport. Its iconic styling really sets it apart on the road, and its all-terrain capability makes it ready for anything. Then there's the Ford Explorer. There's room for 7 passengers and a ton of gear. Your New England Ford does have some great offers on the whole award-winning lineup. Stop by today and see for yourself.
This is Jeffrey Glassman. For 4 generations, my family has called New England home.
My grandfather taught me to always care for people and fight for what's right. At Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, that's exactly what we do. When you're hurt in a car crash, we fight big insurance companies to make sure you get the money you deserve. We care, we fight to win, and we don't get paid unless you do. Hurt? You gotta get Glassman. Call 617-777-7777.
Say goodbye to traditional car buying or leasing and say hello to freedom and flexibility. FlexCar is a month-to-month car lease with zero down payment and ability to cancel or swap cars at any time. Find out why more people are switching to FlexCar today at flexcar.com.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
First pitch of the fifth from Nick Pivetta is a fastball taken by Dylan Moore for strike one. Moore leading off for Seattle. Red Sox leading 10-1. 10 runs on 12 hits for Boston, 6 of them doubles. The pitch is inside to Moore, who struck out swinging in the second. 1 run, 3 hits for Seattle against Nick Pivetta, who has struck out 5. Breaking ball fouled back. Moore leading off in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Jaguar Land Rover of Boston and Jaguar Land Rover of Sudbury. The set by Pivetta, the tall right-hander fires, and it's a little bit low with a curveball. More than Jason Vossler and Mitch Haniger, batters 6, 7, and 8 for the M's. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball popped up, shallow center. Duran coming in. He's under it and makes a one-handed catch. Today's Red Sox code word of the game is perfect game. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points. Still a pet peeve of mine.
That it's not a word?
It's not. It's 2 words. But I think you have to jam them together. Like on our copy, there's no space between perfect and game. And if you
Perfect
don't,
game.
Perfect game. With a capital P and a capital G. Bounding ball foul off the bat of the left-handed swinging first baseman Jason Vossler.
I was wrong. Pickleball is not yet an Olympic sport.
Yet. Oh, you're predicting that it will be.
Flag football is.
Flag. Line foul. But then there are some like sports that aren't in there that you say, okay. Is baseball in the Olympics this time around?
I think they took it away.
Yeah. But they have what?
They have breakdancing, canoe sprint.
Check swing by Vossler.
Because in addition to canoe slalom, we have to have canoe sprint.
Well, if it's a race, aren't you pretty much sprinting? Well, I guess not if it's a really long race. Vossler struck out his first time up. He's a Northeastern Husky, their fine baseball program.
Skateboarding, sport climbing. I do love the ping pong. That's awesome to watch.
Pulled foul. I bet you're a good ping pong player.
You've got a lot of reach.
Long arms. Now, do you hold it like between your fingertips?
The Vulcan or whatever
you don't
it
really
is?
see that much anymore.
No, I hold it like a regular
like a tennis
human.
racket. The 2-2 pitch is lined to left and well hit, and O'Neill's at the wall, and it's over his head and off the scoreboard. Hit so hard it's an opposite field single for Vossler.
Why is Fenway Park vibrating like there's a train underneath it?
Our booth is actually shaking.
The gods of canoe sprinting are telling us to be quiet.
It's a little bit troublesome, actually. Why is the table is vibrating?
I have no idea.
Doug Lane just said, what is happening here at Fenway Park?
No earthquake has ever been this long.
No.
But it is like you're...
Just in case I'm going to leave, and you and Cooper can enjoy the rest of the night.
It feels like there's a train like
underneath the stadium.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Weird.
I've never experienced that before. Swing and a chopper fouled by Haniger. He's in an 0-2 hole.
course, this is the first time. This is a special treat for me. I'm sitting in Joe Castiglione's seat.
Yeah. In the Joe Castiglione
you and
booth.
I always sit to Joe's left, and so we can't both sit in the same seat.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we could.
We could, but that would be strange. The 0-2 pitch is a check swing at a ball high. They appeal down to first. No swings at Jansen Visconti.
That'd be another form of the Olympic sport, handball.
Well, luge, there was doubles luge.
Yeah.
Which I did the luge. I'm
When?
sure you remember. 92 and 94.
Oh, you did it on TV?
Yeah, well, no, I actually did the luge, too. In Lake Placid. Pitches a ball.
Did they put you in one of the suits? You got on the sled?
No. Yeah, it's a long story, but it's 10-1, so maybe we'll tell it. 10-1 Red Sox were in the fifth. The Mariners batting with one out. And a strike three call. So the first time I did the Olympics, 92, for CBS.
Yep.
It was the first year of
Lillehammer?
short track speed skating. It was in Albertville.
Okay.
94 was Lillehammer. So they say, no, we're changing your assignment. You're going to do bobsled and luge.
Ooh, fun.
So, of course, yeah, I know nothing, but it's a promotion. Until the Americans don't do well, and then you're on like 2 minutes a night. My family didn't actually believe that I was at the Olympics. Here's Josh Rojas. He takes a strike. Red Sox leading 10-1, fifth inning. So I went up to Lake Placid to go to the bobsled luge trials. We were televising that, I think, on CBS Sports Spectacular, what that thing was called back then. Breaking ball down and in. So they're explaining me how the luge works. And the Luge Association people said, do you want to do this? We're about 2/3 the way up. Not really. But I did it. And it was really the stupidest thing I think I've ever done in my life. And there's a lot to choose from there. Check swing at a ball high. But there's little kids who are luge. How hard can it be?
It's head first, right?
No. That's skeletal luge.
Right. So you're laying on your back,
this
hands
was feet
crossed.
first, which was equally bad, believe me. The pitch is low, a breaking ball. So they said, here's the deal. The best luger would be a dead person. Because you don't want to, you don't even want to move. You just want to lie there like a blob and just go with the curve. Steer into the turn. The runners are between your legs. You want to go, it's like a sled. Fastball high, 3-2. So if you want to turn you're lying on your back. The runners are between your ankles, basically. So if you want to turn left, you press in with your right foot. The runners go to the left, and you go to the left.
It'd be hard for a dead person to do that.
No. But they also say, and don't lean forward. You got to keep your back on the sled because it's like a car on the ice. If you lean forward and there's no weight in the back, you're going to skid. And, the runner goes on a 3-2 pitch. And America's delighted that he struck out, so they don't have to continue to listen to this story.
No, we're getting the end of that.
We are. And if you don't want it, listen to some music and come back in a couple minutes. 10-1 Red Sox. We're in the fifth inning. Only feels like the eighth. On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Say goodbye to traditional car buying or leasing and say hello to freedom and flexibility. FlexCar is a month-to-month car lease with zero down payment and ability to cancel or swap cars at any time. Find out why more people are switching to FlexCar today at flexcar.com.
Hey, it's Lou. Do you know how amazing blueberries are for you? Not only are they rich in antioxidants, new data shows blueberries delay aging and promote longevity. And right now, blueberries and strawberries are on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting a pound of strawberries and blueberries by the pint, 2 for $5. Yes, 2 for $5. Strawberries and blueberries. If you're short on time, order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
Gotta change my oil.
How about Valvoline Restore and Protect? It restores and protects your engine to run like new.
Get in the zone.
It restores your engine to factory clean?
And protects.
Get in the zone.
So Valvoline Restore and Protect restores and protects.
Now you can get 5 quarts with an STP extended life oil filter for $37.99.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
As school messes return, rest easy. Clorox has got your back to school.
Oh, no. I'm back. That messy science experiment. And I brought baking soda, cornstarch.
And you're due tomorrow, right? Well, at least I stocked up on Clorox disinfecting wipes, because you're not messing up my kitchen counters like last time.
Ooh, smart. Got any food coloring?
And off to the store we go.
Stock up on Clorox disinfecting wipes that clean 3 times better than wet paper towels on kitchen grease and soap scum. Use as directed.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Red Sox batting in the 5th, leading 10-1. Thornton throws strike 1 on the outside corner to Dominic Smith, who has struck out and doubled. He had one of the 8 hits during the 7-run 3rd inning swings and lost the fly ball down the left field line. That's well hit. That's gone. Down the left field line and into the first row of the monster seats, an opposite field home run. The ball is really carrying the left field tonight. Dominic Smith gives the Red Sox an 11-1 lead. It is his 6th home run of the season and his 2nd extra base hit of the night. Just went with the pitch and sent it down the line between the foul pole and the first light tower. What a night for these Red Sox hitters. David Hamilton is the only Red Sox player who hasn't scored. And he's the only one who hasn't been on base. He's 0 for 2. It seems like there's always one. He'll hit after Connor Wong, who just took ball 1. From the right-handed reliever Trent Thornton. Wong fists one foul back onto the backstop.
So you're losing.
So we're losing. So, okay. Steer into the turn. Don't take your back off the sled. Don't lean forward. You'll start skidding around all over the place. They gave me a tiny little helmet. Foul tip into the mitt of Raleigh. Elbow pads and knee pads. And I start down, and I'm looking at the sky, right? You're lying on your back. I'm looking at the sky, and here comes the turn. Well, how did I know there was a turn? I can't see it. So I go right up into the wall, slam my kneecap off the wall, spins the pad around. Now every time I hit the wall, which was several times, I have no protection on my kneecap. So what they told me after the fact is, oh yeah, the losers memorized the course. Yeah. So they know, okay, here comes a left-hand turn. I need to turn left. So now I start cheating, right? They're breaking ball, misses 2 and 2 on Wong. I start leaning forward a little bit, and sure enough, here comes the skidding. So I'm skidding, I'm hitting the wall, my knee, and now I'm thinking, and I'm going fast. Here's a high fly ball over by the tarp. Vossler giving chase, and he doesn't have a play. It's out of play. So now I'm thinking 2 things. Number 1, how do I get off this? Like, what is the best way to not hurt yourself, but get off the thing while we're still careening down the hill? And then the second thing was I had just signed to do the World Series for CBS. And I'm thinking, when I go flying off this track, the obituary is going to be, he never made it to the World Series. But I made it to the end. Fastball called strike 3 over the outside corner.
Welcome to Toronto. I'm Sean McDonough with 2 black eyes and 3 broken knees.
Oh my gosh, it was, so I admire the losers.
Now, how long did that turn down the track take?
Well, I was probably going 40 miles an hour. Back then, the competitors were going 75 miles an hour. I felt like I was going about as fast as you could possibly move on a little toboggan in Lake Placid, New York. Hamilton fouls the first pitch out of play to the left. He's batting here in the bottom of the 5th.
So you see him at the end, like after they finish the race, then when it flattens out, they kind of sit up and then reach the front of the sled to break it.
Yeah, I was never so happy to see the finish line ever. And then I realized it was a bit of a setup, and a couple of the people were recording some of it too. So.
Did that make air?
I don't recall. It was a long time ago now. Was that 30 years ago? 32 years ago? Wow. 1-1 pitch to Hamilton. He launches one toward the triangle, and that's going to be caught on the warning track by Robles, who ran it down. 110th pitch was brought to you by 110 Grill gluten-free dining done right. 110 Grill is an official partner of the WEEI Red Sox radio network.
Do you ever think about the first person who decided it'd be a good idea to luge?
Yeah. And it's dangerous, right? You can, but then doubles luge.
is even crazier because the person who's on the top, if they crash, that person gets just fired off into outer space, never to be heard from again. Strike one into Ceddanne Rafaela.
Who was your partner on those things, like world champion losers?
Yeah, former losers.
Yeah.
And one loser of a play-by-play man. I remember my family said, TV Guide said you were the best luge announcer. I said, well, I was the only luge announcer, so there was not a lot of competition. Rafaela 2 for 2, a couple of singles. He scored a run. Red Sox leading 11-1. Little roller off the end of the bat to Polanco, the second baseman, who threw it away. Looked like a routine play, but he missed Vossler, the first baseman. Rafaela safe at first. The throw hit the screen in front of the Red Sox dugout. Karen back into play. Rafaela turned towards second. He had to scamper back to first as Raleigh, the catcher, ran it down. Harris, second baseman, about as routine a play as it could be for Polanco. Kind of dropped down and threw sidearm and missed Vossler to the outfield side of the first base bag. So that's the first error of the game for either team. But, you know, when we went over there in '92, they said, well, this is going to be big because the U.S. doesn't win medals, but the U.S. has a really good luge team. And then they crash. And, yeah, we're going to do a 4-minute highlight package that's going to air at 2:32 a.m. after 72 hours of figure skating. The one strike pitch is high.
How would Jack Buck have done the luge?
Jack. And we'll see you crashing into that wall. I miss Jack Buck. What a great announcer. What a great guy.
I think Joe Buck is in the booth tonight for Cardinals and Rangers, a rematch of that World Series. He's supposed to do it with the Cubs, but they got rained out, so
another
Joe's
great guy. Joe will be in town for our charity golf tournament on Sunday and Monday. Duran, the hitter. And he sends one toward the wall and left. Arozarena in the corner. That lands at the bottom of the wall. Arozarena hasn't helped the Mariners. He's having a very hard time judging these fly balls. Around to score Rafaela. The Red Sox take advantage of the error on a routine play. Everything has gone the Red Sox way tonight. Second double of the night for Duran in his 33rd of the season. And the lead widens. It's now 12-1 Red Sox.
I do think that did hit the wall first, the letter A on the CVS Health sign. And if so, I think that's his 16th wall ball Duran this year.
And that's going to be in for Thornton. They did leave him in for a while to take a beating. And there'll be a
unlike
pitching
you
change
on the ice.
What's that?
You got beaten up like you on the luge track.
Yes. Maybe even worse. Gabe Spire, a left-hander, is going to be the new pitcher when we come back on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
During this call to the bullpen, you could sign up for Ford Pass. It's the app that puts your Ford ownership experience right in the palm of your hand. With the Ford Pass app, you can access complimentary remote features like start-stop, lock-unlock, schedule a start, locate your vehicle, or get your vehicle status on the Ford Pass app when your vehicle is equipped with Ford Pass Connect. Get started by downloading the Ford Pass app on the App Store or Google Play.
Looking to create a space you love? Let Sherwin-Williams bring your color to life. Whether you get expert help with a virtual color consultation or visit swsamples.com to order color chips and peel and stick samples, Sherwin-Williams has all the color solutions to help you find the perfect hue for your paint project. When you're ready to paint, shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams to get everything you need. Let Sherwin-Williams bring your color to life.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting 1 pound strawberries and blueberries by the pint, 2 for $5 at Shaw's and Star Market. Yes, you heard that right, folks. 2 for $5. Strawberries and blueberries. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network. Sean McDonough, Will Fleming, the fun night for the home team and this big crowd at Fenway. Red Sox are leading 12-1. Neither team had a base runner in the first 2 innings, and then that changed dramatically in the Boston third when the Red Sox scored 7 times. The new pitcher is the lefty Gabe Spire. He inherits Duran at second, and he fires strike 1. To Wilyer Abreu, who's been a big part of this onslaught. 25th appearance for Spire. He's 0-2 with a 5.40 ERA. Where's the number 55? And his pitch is lined back to the screen by Wilyer, who singled to knock in a run in the third and scored, and he doubled a drive and a run in the fourth and scored again. 12 runs, 14 hits for Boston. 1 run, 4 hits, and a costly error on a routine play here in this inning for Seattle. A breaking ball low. One ball, 2 strikes. If Abreu could extend the inning, Masataka Yoshida would hit next. Spire comes set at the letters, checks the runner a couple of times and misses low, blocked in the dirt by Raleigh. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Aaron Judge just hit another home run on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. 8 runs in, then now 9-3 Yankees in Philadelphia. He's got yet another multi-home run game and 37 this season.
Probably one of the seasons of all time right now. Fastball under the chin of Abreu.
I mean, it's DiMaggio, it's Ruth, it's Bonds. He's spectacular.
Introducing the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester with even more style, safety, and adventure. Learn more at SubaruNewEngland.com. Swing and a miss. Might have been foul tip for strike 3. Abreu fans, and that ends the inning. But the Red Sox get 2 more after 5. 12-1 Boston on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox radio network.
The Nissan Rogue with available Google built-in helps you make the most of your drive. Take care of the small stuff, like,
hey Google, cool down my car.
And
hey Google, turn on the dog feeder.
Or change up your adventure.
Hey Google, navigate me to the nearest music venue.
Handle your drive like a pro.
Experience the ultimate connection in the new 2024 Nissan Rogue. Get a low $279 per month lease for 36 months on road. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. Not equipped on all vehicles. Requires compatible device. Sequences shortened and simulated. Activation of Nissan Connect services package required. Only use features when safe and legal to do so. Data rates may apply. Subject to third-party service availability. Google, Google Play, and Google Maps are trademarks of Google LLC. Well-qualified lessees. 2024 Rogue S all-wheel drive. $47.19 initial payment excludes tax, title, license, and $695 acquisition fee. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. End 7/31/24.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32. Bingo!
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting 1 pound strawberries and blueberries by the pint. 2 for $5 at Shaw's and Star Market. Yes, 2 for $5. Strawberries and blueberries. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Sean McDonough, Will Fleming at Fenway Park. We're heading to the top of the 6th inning. And Nick Pivetta pitching with a 12-1 lead. He's pitched very well against this Mariner team that hits .218 collectively, his first pitch of the inning is a strike to Victor Robles, and here's Will.
Sorry, I was just in the hallway telling Lou Merlone about your adventures in luge. 12-1 the score. The 0-1 is popped over Sean's head out of play.
You might have a chance over here in the Joe Castiglione seat.
The seat in the booth.
Yes. You know, he's a Hall of Famer, but he's a bit of a mess. So there's like whiteout all over the table over here. Joe must make more mistakes on his scorecard.
0-2 is a little bit outside to Victor Robles. And there are a lot of other, I mean, not to be all that surprised that Joe is not all that proficient in technology, but there are other ways to do it than the actual liquid whiteout.
There are.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on a good slider. Pavetta's rolling along. Another punch out for him.
So, well, you do your scorecard on an iPad.
Yeah.
So, you know, you don't put whiteout on your iPad. I doubt it.
That would be something.
That would be something. So, but I used whiteout. And
so
then you get it all over your fingers.
Yeah.
But Joe gets it all over this desk.
He does. Here's a Rosarena, who is doubled and struck out. He takes ball one outside.
So how do you do it?
So there are a couple things. Number one, you could use erasable pens, which do exist. But secondly, they do have now this white tape that comes out of like a rolling pen.
I've seen that.
1-0 is up and away. But you like the brushing better?
I really don't. Because then you have to wait for it to dry, and sometimes it's a little crusty. And then when you write over it, it doesn't show up as well as if it was just on the regular scorecard.
2-0 is a strike on the outside corner. You also send letters by typewriter, too.
I do. How did you know? No one sends handwritten notes anymore. It's unfortunate.
Do you?
Yes.
I do, too. I think it's really nice. 2-1 is smashed. High and deep down the left field line. If fair, it's gone. But it is over the pole, a home run. Randy Arozarena right over the Fisk pole. Launches a home run. Then it is 12-2 at Fenway. And for a long time, it didn't look like that would stay fair, but it stayed straight over the pole, and Arozarena.
That was a towering fly ball. Home run for Arozarena, his first round tripper as a Seattle Mariner, and his first Seattle run batted in.
So, gone totally wrong for the Mariners. A little bit of a bright spot. The crew chief is going to initiate a review. It's unfair to say we have a perfect angle on that pole, but
it would be inaccurate as well.
If it looks fair from here, I think it has to be fair down the line, right?
I thought it was fair.
Yeah.
We're looking at it live. We're looking at it's a hard call, right? Because the ball is much higher than the foul pole. It didn't go by the foul pole. But looking at the replay we just saw, I think that's a home run.
You know, watching all these games at Fenway Park, it still baffles me that in this yard of all yards, where there's so many difficult calls like that on both poles, especially the pesky pole down the right field line, how we don't have a camera right on top of it, just kind of looking directly up to answer that question every single time it's needed.
Well, it costs money.
That's true, too.
After a crew chief review, the call in the field is confirmed. It is a home run.
Well, that one didn't even feel that
would
close.
be, the cameraman would be imperiled up there on the top of the pole. And you need somebody who's not afraid of heights. Were you suggesting that would be an unmanned camera? Some sort of robotic?
Yeah. Like the hundreds that you have in your college football shows. Here's Cal Raleigh, who takes strike one on a fastball on the outside corner. It is 12-2 Red Sox. Sort of a statement answer for the Red Sox after losing the series to the Yankees. The 0-1 swing and a miss. This guy's nickname is the Big Dumper. And he swings over a sweeper, and it's 0-2.
The big what?
Dumper.
Dumper?
Yeah. That's exactly what you think it is.
I would say that's fair commentary.
He embraces it. I asked him about it one time. 0-2.
He immediately got a restraining order.
He actually is a really Big Red Sox fan as a kid. Grew up in New Hampshire. Loved Jason Varitek. Tried to model his game after him. And I said, just for a point of clarification, where's the nickname come from? The 1-2. Swing and a drive from the big dumper way out of here. That thing is crushed into right field. And it's a home run for Cal Raleigh. The Mariners have a couple of shots in a row against Pavetta. And it is 12-3 in the 6th.
Yeah, that was a shot. Dumped that one in the right field seats. Leads all major league catchers in home runs now. That's his 23rd. And it's his 3rd straight game with a home run.
So to bring up Jorge Polanco, it's a classic case of Pavetta pitching to the score. And I mean, both the Rosarena and Raleigh could do damage. That thing was absolutely launched. Here's Polanco with one down, foul ball on the first base side by the ball boy. So I just said to Cal, you know, just at the risk of sounding obtuse, you know, what's the genesis of the nickname?
What did you think it was?
I don't know.
That he likes to go to the dump with his family?
It's a pitch low to Polanco on a sweeper 1-1. I don't know whether he had yeah, right, a lot of recyclables. He said, Will, I have a big butt. I said,
and I cannot lie.
1-1 is crushed high and deep and fouled on the right field line. Due to Polanco, Red Sox tying a season high with 7 doubles. And Yoshida and Smith have gone deep. Fun night at Fenway. Here's a pitch outside, a fastball, and it's 2-2. Did you have nicknames as a kid?
No, not really.
At least none you can say out loud.
No, I'm trying to remember.
Right. 2-2, swing and a miss, a good sweeper. Well, they're 2 away, so after a couple home runs, Polanco is gone. I'll bring up Rayleigh.
But you've had nicknames. I think we're bringing back Flemball by popular demand.
By the end of the night, I'm into it. Why
Okay.
not? 12-3 Red Sox with 2 down to the 6th. The pitch is fouled off on the third base side. That does feel like a long time ago. It was. I mean, it was, what,
how many years
seasons
have you been
ago? 6.
Yeah. I came back in 2019. So how many is 19, 20, 20? As you would say, it's 1 less than 7.
I could come up with a different nickname for you now. The 0-1 pitch
okay.
is a broken bat looper to short, caught out of the air by Rafaela. And the inning is over. 12-3 Red Sox, bottom of the 6th. Next on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network.
Just like our hometown legends of the Diamond, Herb Chambers has been hitting it out of the park for decades with legendary customer service. With over 35 brands and so many locations, Herb Chambers offers the largest inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. You can always count on getting the lowest prices and best value. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Come see for yourself and experience our legendary customer service today. Herb Chambers. We don't sell cars, we help people buy them.
Looking for a home run savings rate? With Northern Bank's 5.50% annual percentage yield on a 6-month CD, you'll hit it out of the park. Visit NBTC.com or stop into one of their 12 branches to open a 6-month CD at 5.50% APY. This offer is for a limited time and subject to change without notice. The maximum opening deposit is $250,000 per account. $500 minimum to earn APY, new money only. Northern Bank, member FDIC.
What up, your boy Wiggy here, and I always tell you about Transition Medical Weight Loss and how it worked for me, and now it's working for my coworker Carolyn. How are you doing on your journey?
Wiggy, I'm doing so good, thanks to you and for starting me with Transition Medical Weight Loss. I'm officially down 35 pounds. I'm in my final 20 left to go, and I can't wait.
Hey, do what we did. Make sure you go see our friends at Transition Medical Weight Loss. You can find them online at transitionsalem.com.
Do it.
That's transitionsalem.com.
I'll tell you what's not boring. Good air conditioning. Hey, it's Bradfo. Join me talking baseball every Tuesday at 4:30 with Jones and Mago, courtesy of McFarland Energy, the HVAC experts from Greater Boston to the Cape at McFarlandEnergy.com.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
A very nice touch in honor of Cal Raleigh, homered in the last inning, 12-3. Red Sox, Masataka Yoshida loops one down the left field line over and to his right. Is a Rosa, and he doesn't make the play. It's off the retaining wall, and Yoshida is into second base.
Now, he's played in this park a lot as a Tampa Bay Ray. He's had a really rough night judging fly balls. And now it looks like, well, for a moment I thought he might have hurt himself.
Yeah, he had plenty of room. He kind of gave up on it as Yoshida has his third hit. He's driven in 4 runs tonight, and now the Red Sox are making moves because here's Romy Gonzalez with the game well in hand, 12-3.
What a night for Yoshida.
Getting Raffy off his feet as Romy takes a sinker outside for ball 1. I love seeing all the shots of Alex Cora sitting next to Trevor Story, who's back with the club for the last 10 days or so. 1-0 to Romy, and a high drive toward the triangle in right center field. This thing is crushed. It is gone into the Red Sox bullpen. A pinch hit, opposite field home run. Romy, my homie, goes yard, and it is 14-3 Red Sox.
Well, that's a lot of power to the opposite field. That was in the far end, either the center field end of the Red Sox bullpen, just to the right of the 420 marker. Ball really carrying here tonight in all directions.
It is jumping indeed. Red Sox third homer of the night, and it's a party at Fenway. Here's Tyler O'Neill, who's 1 for 3 tonight with a double, strike 1. Slider on the outside corner. It's 0-1. That was a center cut fastball into your point, Sean. He demolished it. You just don't see right-handed hitters do that very often. Pitch popped up foul on the first base side. Out of play 10 seconds. Station ID. Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Will Fleming and losing Sean McDonough here at Fenway Park, 14-3, as O'Neill takes a pitch outside for ball 1.
I'm telling you, you want to be an Olympian, very few people luge. The odds are better than in other sports.
There's a pitch. It's down in 2-2. I would not look good in one of those suits. I can tell you that.
And you know what? They're super aerodynamic.
There's no sled long enough for me either.
No, you'd probably be too tall.
Here's a swing and a foul off the end of the bat.
But one of the other things I learned about the luge back then, at the time, I don't know if this is still true, it was the only Olympic sport that was timed to thousandths of a second.
Because it can be that close.
Was that 3 to the right of the decimal? You would know. You Stanford guy. All those Olympians.
Yeah, tenths, 100th, thousandths. The 2-2 is a little low.
So they do 4 runs, right? I think they're all like about a mile long.
Yeah.
And one of the years, I think it was Georg Hackl, won the luge gold medal by 14 thousandths.
3-2 swung on a miss.
Of a second. Over 4 runs.
Wow.
Like you couldn't start and stop a stopwatch in 14 thousandths, but that's how close it was. And in Austria, I believe, if I remember this correct, Marcus Prock was like a choking dog. Don't come back to the country. You let us down. He could have had one tiny little wrinkle in his suit that slowed him down, and he wins the silver medal, and he's a loser.
Here's Dom Smith, who takes strike 1 in the outside corner. Well, had you been on TV at all, that would have made it a very compelling event to call.
Oh no, we got on TV.
You did that one, just not the bobsled.
They showed the medal-winning runs.
0-1. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. I always do love those sledding sports. No,
you don't.
I do. The splits, the turns, you're holding your breath. Do they make up ground?
Bobsled are ridiculous in-person spectator things because it goes by you in like 2 seconds.
0-2 is Lotus Smith, who's homered and doubled tonight. 14-3 Red Sox in the bottom of the sixth. You were right. Like the people who are over the tube track, they don't see anything.
David Letterman's mother came. She did a piece about it. It was just people's heads whipping as the thing went by, and you could literally see the sled for 1.3 seconds.
1-2 is swung on and missed. A sinker, and Smith is gone.
Well, maybe 1.313 seconds, since we have to time it out to 3 right of the decimal point.
They did not need the thousandth for your run.
No. Although I felt like I was moving really, really fast.
I'm sure you did.
Yes. Just wanted to live.
2 down. Here's Wong. He pops one foul on the first base side. Got to play
What did
into
O'Neill
the seats. What did who do?
Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill
with your fancy...
struck out swinging.
He did.
Double homers, strikeouts.
What happens if your battery goes down or something? Your iPad locks up. Your scorecard's gone.
A 1 is fastball in the inside corner. And then I just use white out on the screen and fix it all.
Apparently there hasn't been a cleaning crew in here in a couple of years either. Does whiteout come off a countertop?
After 20 years, I think the answer is a hard no. The 0-2 is down and in. Doug Lane brought back a cutout that was made for Joe Castig. He's the Ford Frick winner, and it was a beautiful, wonderful honor. I mean, it was a very good likeness. Except for one thing. It said the 2023 Ford Frick winner. So Doug, being the MacGyver that he is, decided to
white it out.
Go ahead and fake.
Well, he should have won last year, too. Give it to him twice.
1-2 to Wong, 14-3 Red Sox. And visit. Anyway, Doug has like electrical tape that's white and gray. He's got all these Sharpies, and I walk in a couple hours before the game. He's trying to fix this thing, except that all the time underwater, I think, made him reverse the numbers. So he had 2020 backwards 4 as the winner. So then he started peeling off the white tape, and then he literally went to the actual whiteout, like the liquid brush. So now, outside the door, there's a
big life-size cutout of Joe.
1-2 is in the dirt, and in some ways,
it's appropriate that it has whiteout all over it.
Exactly.
So does his desk.
It's exactly right. It's a perfect homage.
You know, we both love Joe as much as you can love another human being. But do we not have enough pictures of Joe here? I mean, his name's on the booth.
2-2 is swung on and missed. No, foul ball that Raleigh couldn't hold on to.
I mean, this has become the Joe Castiglione Museum in here. Deservedly so. I mean, it should be.
The one thing that I have not adjusted to yet, when you leave the booth, I mean, I've opened that door thousands of times. Now, every time I do it, I think somebody's standing behind it. I'm about to smack them with the door. Sometimes Doug is there, and that's not the worst thing.
No.
2-2 to Wong. 2 outs in the 6th. 14-3 Sox. The pitch is low and in, and it's a full count. I asked Joe, what do you think of the cutout? He said, that's a little creepy.
He didn't say take it down.
Here's a drive and a left field. It hangs up Rosarena over to his right. He's there to make the play. We love you, Joe. You're cut out too.
Hallelujah.
We'll white out this one after this. 14-3. 7th inning next on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Network.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Hey, baseball fans. Ask Sherwin Williams how you can make every day feel like game day. With over 1,500 colors and a top-tier coaching staff to bring the energy of your team spirit home. Shop online or visit your neighborhood paint store today.
There are giants among us, and their impact is huge. They are the men and women building and sustaining our Navy's next-generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. If you're ready to go big, get on board. We build giants at buildsubmarines.com.
It's the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, and here's the pitch. It's a deep shot to left center field. It's back, gone!
The only thing better than your team winning is that feeling you get when opening up your brand new iPhone 15. Hey, Boston fans, right now at Verizon, new and existing customers can get the amazing iPhone 15. Enjoy tons of storage for all the ballpark picks this summer. There's a deal out there for everyone at Verizon.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Dylan Moore leading it off against Nick Pivetta as we go to the seventh. 14-3 Red Sox is a strike on the inside quarter. It might be this in the first quarter between Georgia and Clemson when you're there in a month's time.
ABC.
You're not
August
allowed to,
31st.
You're not allowed to promote the network on our air. The 0-1 is fouled off the end of the bat.
All right, I won't mention that it's a noon kickoff on ABC on August 31st. The Chick-fil-A kickoff game.
Isn't Georgia #1 in the preseason rankings?
I believe so. I don't have to worry about that yet.
We got a little time.
Still luge season.
0-2 to Moore is a high fastball. Actually, a slider from Pivetta, who's now thrown 91 pitches.
Been doing a nice job of staying away from the bullpen. They've been taxed a lot.
To say the least. The 1-2 is fouled back to the screen. In case you're just joining us, it's been a busy day across all of big league baseball. The Red Sox acquired Quinn Priester for Nick York. A breakout year in the minor leagues, former first-round pick. The Dodgers have been busy. They today made a couple big moves. The 1-2 is chopped toward third. Romy Gonzalez has it go off his chest. He can't handle the bounce off the dirt. That's likely an error on Romy. And the leadoff man is aboard here in the top of the seventh for the Mariners. The Cardinals today, in a three-team deal that involved L.A., acquired Eric Fetty, the starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox. Talked about their historically awful record for Chicago. They got 3 prospects back in that three-team deal. Here is Jason Vossler, left-handed hitter.
A lot to talk about. They may trade Crochet as well.
Until he, earlier this week, and his agent made a pronouncement that the White Sox were not ready for the 0-1. Is swung on it, fouled back. Sort of on an island. They said he would not pitch in the postseason were it not for major restrictions in the second half. And Chris Getz, the White Sox GM, claims that's a total shock to him. They'd had other discussions to the contrary, and so now it seems much harder to move him. 0-2, the pitch is ripped foul down the right field line.
If he gets traded, he won't pitch in the postseason unless
he
gets a new deal.
New deal, but also you got to slow him down between now and the postseason because
he's had some arm trouble in the past.
Yep. So he wants to sign an extension to be sure. Seems like a pretty outlandish demand. 0-2 swing and a miss on a fastball under the hands. Pivetta retires Vossler. He's having a big night, is Nick. So, 1 down. Maybe Skubal from the Tigers is the big fish. Might be moved, but again, that seems like it would take a king's ransom to get there. 97 pitches thrown for Pivetta.
And 10 strikeouts.
He's done a lot of that this season. That is now his 4th 10 strikeout game, including the opener for him against the Seattle Mariners. 0-1 to Mitch Haniger. The pitch is up and in a sweeper, 1-1. I think between now and 6 o'clock tomorrow, there's going to be a flurry of activity. So many teams still in it, but I think teams like the Yankees and the Orioles are really motivated to get better. 1-1, the pitch. He is a little bit outside with a sweeper. Bullpen had been quiet for this entire night, but now the right-hander, I'm sure, is Trey Wingenter, just called up, is going to get up and throw.
The previous pitch, it looked like Pivetta labored a little bit. Nesson took a shot at Alex and Andrew Bailey talking in the dugout.
They miss nothing. A fastball misses high, 3-1. Yeah, he's sort of shaking out his right handle. I mean, his right arm a little bit. Now he touches up the rosin bag.
Well, would you agree that, you know, the Red Sox need to do more if they want to be a playoff team?
3-1 is a strike. Swung on a miss by Haniger, 3-2.
I mean, they made it this far, right on the fringe of playoff contention, but it's hard to imagine if they don't add something, particularly the pitching staff. I think they hit well enough to make it.
Proven that again tonight. 3-2 with 1 on and 1 out in this 7th inning. The pitch fouled off. You know, certainly the bullpen looks like it needs major reinforcements, and you could have a trickle down, I think, if you could somehow get a starter or two. Maybe some of the people like Criswell and others could shift into that bullpen. But yes, I think arms are needed to really make a big time push. And Pivetta steps off.
But it's interesting. You were talking about Tampa Bay. What are they doing? You know, watching Major League Baseball Network coverage today, but they were talking about some teams, if we don't think we can win the whole thing.
3-2 is pop into shallow left field, drifting foul. Over on the wall is Romy Gonzalez, and he actually recovers to make a nice play. He went over to the ball. The ball attendant was there with a bucket, moved himself out of the way. I don't know whether that bothered Romy, but in the end he went too far and then back to his left to make a nice catch.
Yeah, kind of an ugly error to start the inning, and that was nearly a whiff. But, you know, there is some train of thought for some teams. If we don't think we can win the World Series, we're not going to be buyers and give up prospects. You know, we're only doing that if we think we can win the whole thing.
Josh Rojas, the hitter from the left side. Runner goes from first and easily over on defensive indifference, which I just reject that philosophy. We saw that the Diamondbacks and the Rangers get to the World Series.
Yeah, you get in, you have a chance.
Here's the 1-0. That's down and in. I tend to think the blunt black and white mathematical calculations of what any playoff odds say, whether it's fan graphs or baseball references, whatever, I don't think that tells the whole story. You just never know. The 2-0 pitch is a little bit low, especially with how many teams get in. And year over year, Sean, lately, you see that the teams that get hot late are the best teams in the playoffs. 3-0. This might be Pivetta's last hitter either way. He fires a strike to Rojas on the corner, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, I think it should be. He definitely looks like he's laboring now.
Stay tuned for the Nissan post-game show with Cooper Boardman after this. 3-1 is ball 4. I think Alex Cora is likely to come out of the dugout here. That's a cutter that missed down and in, and here comes the Red Sox manager. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. NissanUSA.com today. Pivetta's going to get a nice hand here coming off the mound, and he should.
He should. He should have been out of that inning. There was an error, obviously, on the routine play to start it. And many of the fans behind the dugout, especially on their feet for Nick Pivetta as he departs.
They needed that start tonight, and Pivetta delivered big time. 14-3, 2 down. Pitching change at Fenway. Trey Wingenter coming out of the pen after this in the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network.
I want that. The Make It Ford summer sales event is on. So make it your best summer ever with Ford. Now's the best time to get our best deals on a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs, like the Ford Explorer, the Ford Bronco family, Ford F-Series, and the all-electric F-150 Lightning. These are the deals you've been waiting for, so don't wait. It's the Make It Ford summer sales event. So make it yours. Make it now at your Ford dealer today.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Storrow Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need. to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Trey Wingenter is on out of the Red Sox bullpen, just back today from AAA Worcester. It did not go great in his one appearance here, to say the least, with the Red Sox, but excellent of late, especially out of the bullpen for the Woo Sox. And I think it's somewhat reasonable to expect that they might want him to just take this thing across the finish line, with the score being what it is. 14-3 Red Sox. We'll see how it goes. 2 on and 2 out here in this top of the 7th. The Mariners are going to pinch hit here. No, they're not. They thought they were, and now that maybe on deck, Marlowe is going to come on. Victor Robles will hit, and then Marlowe, just called up from the minor leagues, is scheduled to go next. We got something going on in the outfield. The home plate umpire Andy Fletcher took his mask off and signaled toward the triangle, but now he's set back behind the plate. So here is Wingenter in a first pitch. He fouled straight back for strike 1. Fastball slider, 2-pitch combo for this right-hander. Victor Robles has been a real find for the Mariners. He swings and fouls another pitch off a slider, and it's 0-2. Subaru, New England scoreboard. Yankees having fun in Philly, 12-4 in the 8th inning. Make it a Subaru summer with symmetrical all-wheel drive. 0-2. Pitch. That's outside with a slider. Ball and 2 strikes.
Dave Dombrowski up to his usual approach, trading prospects from the Phillies to go get the Angels closer,
which by most accounts was the best available closer. 1-2. He's outside. I saw Dave in Cooperstown, and he's such a gentle, wonderful guy.
Yes, he is.
And I love his approach. Prospects are overrated.
You have prospects hoping that they become the guys you're generally trading them for.
2-2 is grounded to third. Gonzalez has it. He steps to the third base bag, and the inning is over. You got to pick the right ones to hold on to, the right ones to move, and Dave has a better track record doing that than anyone in the game. 7th inning stretch at Fenway, which is brought to you by the Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. 14-3 Red Sox in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
I'm John Morgan. When you call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, your very own army springs into action immediately, 24/7. Our investigators, legal staff, and over 900 lawyers work together to fight to get you the best result as quickly and easily as possible. Insurance companies know who we are, and now you know it too. This firm was built for greatness. This firm was built for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of the Boston Red Sox.
Johnson Paint is now a Rings End brand. We'll use our expertise to turn your inspiration into reality with Benjamin Moore's large selection of brilliant and durable paints and stains. We offer expert advice for both contractors and homeowners, like complimentary in-store color and design consultations. Johnson Paint is proud to be New England's largest Benjamin Moore retailer, with 31 convenient locations as well as online shopping. No matter how big or small your project, we'll make sure you have everything you need to do it right. With Benjamin Moore at Johnson Paint, your inspiration, our expertise.
It's pretty interesting what you find out about family members at some of the barbecues we've been to this summer. Like Uncle Fred. He said he went to Woodstock, and he couldn't find his clothes for 4 days. I think we're good on that. Finding money owed to you is easier than finding your clothes at a music festival. Put your name in at findmassmoney.gov. You could have money that's yours from uncashed payroll checks, forgotten savings account. It's estimated that 1 out of every 10 people have unclaimed property. Put your name in at findmassmoney.gov. It's fast, easy, and free.
Herb Chambers is throwing heat this season with an exceptional lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Offering 35 brands and thousands of vehicles, Herb Chambers offers you the most choices when looking for your next vehicle. Game on.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Big time changes for the Mariners as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Marlowe Marlowe is in the game for the Mariners. Cade Marlowe. He's in center field as David Hamilton leads it off. Facing Colin Snyder, right-handed pitcher, and David fouls a sweeper straight back to the screen, and it's 0-1. So with Marlowe in center, Robles moves over to left. 0-1 to Hamilton. Cutter misses outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Emil Rivas into the game. Here is a 1-1 pitch. That's a cutter that misses outside. 2-1. 14-3. Red Sox leading the Mariners. Saw Logan Gilbert bludgeoned tonight out in the third inning. Such a model of consistency and excellence all year as Hamilton takes a strike. Fastball in the inside corner. It's 2-2. Hamilton is hitless, which is a rarity in this Red Sox order tonight. 2-2. Rafaela on deck. The pitch is a chopper to the right side. Handled over there by Vossler, the first baseman. He flips to the covering Snyder. And there's one away. In fact, looking down the line, Hamilton, the only Red Sox hitter without a hit tonight.
Yep, the only one who hasn't scored a run either. Hasn't been on base. Even Gonzalez, who came in as a pinch hitter, hit a home run. But there's always one, it seems, in a game like this. And unfortunately for Hamilton, that's him tonight.
Here's Cedar Rafaela in the Herb Chambers batting order. He swings and misses. Brought to you by Herb Chambers Chevy of Danvers. Reminder to stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show with Cooper Boardman. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting line. Rafaela pops it up over on the right side in front of the Red Sox dugout, and coming together, Vossler and Raleigh. They collide after Vossler made the play. And they're 2 down. He's not played the cleanest defensive game. Raleigh doesn't look all that happy about it. I think he thinks he called everybody off, but I mean, in a vacuum, that's the first baseman's play. If he can get there, they're 2 away.
Yeah, he gave Raleigh a little pat. Don't think it's been a fun night for Raleigh. Took the pitch off the hand earlier.
So now Jamie Westbrook is going to pinch hit. Jaron Duran's day is done. So Rafi and Jaron done for the evening in a 14-3 game.
Starting to feel like spring training, isn't it?
It really is. Paging Bobby Dahlbeck and Michael Chavis and Christian Koss, Chad De La Guerra. Here's Jamie Westbrook. Fastball misses outside for ball 1. 7th inning sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. Their exclusive Pro Plus program helps you grow and manage your paint business. 1-0. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1.
Do you have a paint business?
If by that you mean like 4 times in my life I've painted a single wall poorly, yes. 1-1 to Jamie. Pitch low and outside.
You're not handy?
No, awful.
Yeah, nor am I.
I try to watch the YouTube videos here and there and figure stuff out.
No.
The problem is I don't have all the tools to do it. I mean, that covers a lot of ground, mental or physical. The 2-1 is a strike.
But if you had them, you still wouldn't know how to do it or do it well. So why bother to get the tools that you're never going to use?
And I have all these
everybody
friends.
has like a little toolkit at home that you don't even know where it is. Most people.
2-2 is outside. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you got all these friends who, like I was at a friend's house the other night, and he built a replica of his home in Vermont as a playhouse for his kids' school.
Mm-hmm. Too much free time.
3-2 pitch is fouled back to the screen.
No, I admire people who are good at that kind of stuff.
I'm not even close.
No. But see, you help the economy when you're not good at it, because then you hire somebody who that's their business, how they make their living.
Yeah. You also
paint or whatever, fix something.
3-2 is swung on and missed, and Westbrook is gone. Inning is over, 14-3 at Fenway after 7 on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on, so make it your best summer ever with Ford. Now's the best time to get our best deals on a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs, like the Ford Explorer, the Ford Bronco family, Ford F-Series, and the all-electric F-150 Lightning. These are the deals you've been waiting for, so don't wait. It's the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event, so make it yours. Make it now at your Ford dealer today.
Playing it safe at home means having health insurance. And if you need coverage right now, the Massachusetts Health Connector has a lineup loaded with power. The Connector Care program is available to more people than ever and includes low premiums and no deductibles, keeping you covered and saving you money for everything from an urgent ER trip to managing chronic diseases like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Everyone in Massachusetts is required to have health insurance. If you need it, go to mahealthconnector.org today and find the right plan for you and your family. That's mahealthconnector.org.
Hey, it's Joe. You know how amazing blueberries are for you? Not only are they rich in antioxidants, new data shows blueberries delay aging and promote longevity. And right now, blueberries and strawberries are on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting 1 pound strawberries and blueberries by the pint for 2 for $5. Yes, 2 for $5. Strawberries and blueberries. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with Awaken 180. Between increased flexibility, strength, and endurance, breaking 190 or even 80 could be just 40 pounds away. Get there this summer with a solution for weight loss. Awaken 180 Weight Loss Doc.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
On to the 8th we go. Red Sox leading 14-3. Trey Wingenter's first pitch to Cade Marlowe is sliced foul and out of play to the left. Marlowe up for the first time. He came in for defense last inning, batting in the number 2 spot in the batting order, previously occupied by Randy Arozarena. Wingenter misses just a little bit low. Marlowe, left-handed batter, leading off for Seattle in their Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Kia of Burlington. Wingenter misses down and in. Two balls, one strike. And the pitch is swung on and missed. And it's 2-2. Wingenter came in last inning to get the final out of the inning after 6 2/3 innings from Nick Pivetta, who gave up 3 earned runs on 6 hits. 2 of them were home runs. He walked 1, struck out 10. Ground ball foul past the far end of the Red Sox dugout. Pivetta threw 109 pitches, matching his season high. 71 strikes, and is in line for the win. Strike 3 called. Fastball at 97 around the knees, and Marlowe called out on strikes. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show with Cooper Boardman. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan has an exciting lineup that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today. Cal Raleigh, the hitter, takes a slider, tried to check a swing and did not. It's a strike. The Mariners catcher, 1 for 3, homered off Pivetta in the 6th inning. He takes a ball low. They hit back-to-back home runs in the 6th. Arozarena and Raleigh. Red Sox leading 14-3. They've out-hit Seattle 16-6. Each team's made 1 error. Swing and a miss. A late swing and a high fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. With Jorge Polanco would have hit next, but he's out of the game. Leo Rivas will hit next. The set by Wingenter, and the pitch is a breaking ball down and in. Wingenter's a big guy, and he has a delivery that's probably a little uncomfortable for some. He starts with his back largely toward the hitter, seeing the number 61 that he wears on his back. Pulled foul down the line. Kind of a closed stance as he's looking over toward third base, and then whips around into his delivery. Two balls, two strikes. One out, the bases are empty, and the breaking ball is low. Payoff pitch, line drive, base hit, left center field. Drifting over to cut it off, Tyler O'Neill. And it's a hit for Raleigh. He's 2 for 4. Some changes for the Red Sox. Jamie Westbrook, who came in as a pinch hitter in the last half inning, stays in the game. He's playing second base. David Hamilton, who was the second baseman, has moved to shortstop. And Don Raffaella, who was the shortstop's now in center field with Jaron Duran out. A one-out base runner for the Mariners. Check swing by Rivas, and that's going to be a problem. It goes past the mound. It'll be a base hit. Rivas up for the first time, just checked his swing, and he hit a tapper past the third base side of the mound. Wingenter couldn't field it, and it was hit so slowly that nobody had a chance to make a play.
Well, he finishes his follow-through kind of on the first base side. I think he was the only guy who really had a legit chance given where he was to make the play. Romy was deked by the pitcher, took a step to his right and had no chance.
I think that would be an infield hit. Now, Hamilton, the shortstop, was bouncing toward him, but he was running toward second to cover the bag. Luke Raley, the batter, left-handed hitting right fielder, 0 for 3 tonight. So back-to-back hits for Seattle. They have 8, but Boston still in control, 14-3. Pitch in the dirt, and a good backhand stop by Connor Wong. Two and 0 the count on Raley, and then Dylan Moore. And the pitch is a fastball just outside. 3-0. Trey Wingenter, Wingenter. When he first came here, did an interview with Rob Bradford, asked him, how do you pronounce your name? He said it's simple, just like 2 words. Wingenter.
Wingenter.
But you look at it, you think it might be Wingenter or something like that, but it's Wingenter.
Wingenter.
Ball 4 outside. So this is not what he wants to do. He wants to finish the game if he can. And Alex Cora and Andrew Bailey would rather not use anybody else if they don't have to. But the Mariners have loaded the bases. The tying run is still in Framingham.
Mick Dunham, 2 words.
Yes. What's the flex of the game so far here tonight, Will?
I think it's the miscalled strike 3 to Wilyer Abreu.
Whoa. Yeah, if you tuned in late, there's a score of this game in the bottom of the 3rd. Wilyer Abreu was at the plate. Looked like he was struck out to end the inning with no runs across for Boston, but they did not ring him out. He had a terrific at bat. He wound up singling to knock in a run. The Red Sox wound up scoring 7 runs in that inning off Logan Gilbert. That's the flex of the game. Is it the first time you've chosen an umpire's call this year? Breaking ball inside to Dylan Moore. Yep. Say goodbye to traditional car buying or leasing. Say hello to freedom and flexibility. FlexCar is a month-to-month car lease with 0 down payment. There's a shot down the left field line. That's going to be problematic. It's off the wall about 2/3 of the way up. Fielded by O'Neill. He throws to third. And not in time to get a Raley, who goes sliding in. It is a double for Dylan Moore. 2 runs in, and now it is 14-5 Red Sox here in the 8th inning. Alex Cora was on the phone to the video folks. It was a relatively close play at third. I think it would have helped the Red Sox cause if Gonzalez was on the bag. He was a couple of steps toward the outfield. Then when he fielded the throw, he had moved to put the tag on Rayleigh. Or on Rivas, rather. No, Rayleigh. We had it right the first time. Rivas scored. So 2 men in scoring position. And Vossler, the hitter. That one is swung on and missed and goes by Wong to the backstop. And another run scores. Wild pitch. And yep, just a swing and a miss by Vossler. So Wingenter having a rough inning. He misses down and into Vossler, who was 1 for 3, a single to left in the 5th inning. 14-6. Still nobody warming up in the bullpen. There's a ground ball to second. It'll bring in another run. Westbrook down to a knee. Throws to Smith for the out. Vossler an RBI. It's 14-7. Back to a football score.
I think that there's a possibility that Yohan Ramirez, who the Red Sox claimed off waivers a couple days ago, might be ready as soon as tomorrow. This could be one of those very quick stints for Wingenter where he sort of gets him across the finish line tonight
and enter and Wing depart.
Indeed.
Mitch Haniger fouled one at home plate. He's the DH, right-handed hitter. Singled his first time up, 1 for 3. We're in the 8th inning. Red Sox leading the Mariners 14-7, game 1 of a 3-game series. Who's with you tomorrow night?
Tyler Murray.
Tyler Murray. Fine young broadcaster. Check swing. They appealed down to first. No swing, said Jansen Visconti.
Should be fun. I mean, it's right after the All-Star, rather the trade deadline, so a lot to break down, we hope.
Yes, hopefully a big move. Ball inside, 2-1. Wing enters up to 33 pitches in this relief outing. He's pitched 1 inning. Swing and a miss. Good slider away, and Haniger waved at it. 2-2. Find out why more people are switching to FlexCar today at flexcar.com. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Just a little bit low, apparently. Wingenter started toward the dugout.
Shouldn't they say they're flexing the FlexCar?
You might. That's why it's the flex of the game. Payoff pitch. He struck him out. Another off-speed slider. That ends the inning, but the Mariners get 4 off Wingenter, who is wearing an expression of dejection as he walks slowly to the dugout. Middle of the 8th at Fenway Park. Boston 14, Seattle 7 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
At 110 Grill, you'll find modern American cuisine in a trendy, casual atmosphere. Visit one of 110 Grill's 36 locations all throughout New England, where you can enjoy favorites like pulled pork mac and cheese, chicken caprese, steak tips, and so much more. The 110 Grill menu features the freshest ingredients, and 100% of their core menu can be made gluten-free. 110 Grill is an official partner with the Red Sox Radio Network. Visit 110grill.com for more information.
Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with Awaken 180. Between increased flexibility, strength, and endurance, breaking 190 or even 80 could be just 40 pounds away. Get there this summer with a solution for weight loss. Awaken 180 Weight Loss Doc.
O'Reilly. You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Sean McDonough and Will Fleming, delighted to have you with us from Fenway Park. Red Sox leading 14-7 as they come up in the 8th inning against the 4th Seattle pitcher of the ball game, Taylor Saucedo. He follows Gilbert Thornton and Spire for Seattle. He is greeted by Wilyer Abreu. Saucedo's a lefty. Wears number 60 and delivers a strike on the outside corner. He's pitching off the third base end of the rubber. Tyler Locklear has come in to play first base. Jason Vossler's moved to left field. Breaking ball popped up by Abreu, center of the diamond. All the infielders converging. And it's the shortstop, Dylan Moore, who made the catch. Abreu retired. He's now 2 for 5. He had that big hit after the lengthy at bat in the 3rd inning. The RBI single that kept that 7-run inning going. He doubled to knock in a run in the 4th. He's scored a couple of times. Masataka Yoshida, first ball swinging, hits a bounding ball to Leo Rivas, the second baseman, who throws him out. Yoshida now 3 for 5 with a 2-run homer, a 2-run single, and a double. He's driven in 4 runs tonight, scored twice. 2 outs, the base is empty. Next batter in the Herb Chambers batting order is Romy Gonzalez, who came up as a pinch hitter for Raffy Devers in the 6th and hit a 2-run homer to the Red Sox bullpen. Saucedo throws a breaking ball in for a strike. And then he takes a ball down and away. Taylor Saucedo. Taylor, T-A-Y-L-E-R. He misses just low. And his last name is spelled S-A-U-C-E-D-O. He's working quickly, God bless him, and the pitch is down and in.
Did you get a little Saucedo this weekend at the member?
There was plenty of Saucedo to go around. Beautiful weekend.
You found the perfect mixture, huh?
We won our flight, yes. Ball down and in. That's ball 4. So Gonzalez has been up twice and reached base twice.
The Blue Jays have traded Yusei Kikuchi to the Houston Astros, and according to all these people who track this stuff, they got a huge return for him. So I think it's still very much a seller's market. Big prospects going away for all arms.
Line drive hit on a hop by O'Neill to the second baseman Rivas, who throws him out. Tyler's retired. The Red Sox are as well. O'Neill 1 for 5 now, an RBI double back in the 3rd. We go to the 9th. Red Sox 14, Mariners 7 on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hurry in during the BMW Summer Sales Event and get a credit up to $2,500 off MSRP on select models now through July 31st. For details, visit your Massachusetts BMW Center today or visit bmwcenters.com.
The Shaw's and Star Market Grand Slam Summer Sweepstakes is back. This is your chance to win free groceries for a year, plus other incredible prize experiences. Can you believe it? To enter, check your receipt for entry codes when you spend $50 or more. Official rules at GrandSlamSummerSweeps.com.
And the pitch. Got him! That sweeper again!
The sweeper's been devastating tonight.
When life gives you a sweeper, hit a grand slam.
Enter MassMutual's Grand Slam giveaway, the sweepstakes for Red Sox fanatics. It's your chance to win a player meet and greet, Devers signed gear, and more. For rules and entry, visit massmutual.com/Red Sox. MassMutual, official partner of the Red Sox. No purchase necessary. 50 U.S. and D.C. 18 plus ends 5 p.m. Eastern on 9/30. Grand prize entry period only through 11:59 p.m. Eastern on 7/31/2024. Sponsored by MassMutual.
At 110 Grill, you'll find modern American cuisine in a trendy, casual atmosphere. Visit one of 110 Grill's 36 locations all throughout New England, where you can enjoy favorites like pulled pork mac and cheese, chicken caprese, steak tips, and so much more. The 110 Grill menu features the freshest ingredients, and 100% of their core menu can be made gluten-free. 110 Grill is an official partner with the Red Sox Radio Network. Visit 110grill.com for more information.
Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with Awaken 180. Between increased flexibility, strength, and endurance, breaking 190 or even 80 could be just 40 pounds away. There this summer with a solution for weight loss, Awaken 180 Weight Loss Doc.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Ninth inning and a new pitcher for the Red Sox. The left-hander Bailey Horn trying to finish this thing off. Nick Pivetta pitched 6 2/3 in position for the win. Wingenter, a rough inning and a third. And now Horn. His first pitch, line to center, a base hit. Josh Rojas up there after the first one. He's had a good night in the 9-hole for the Mariners. He's been on base 3 times now with 2 singles and a walk. Wingenter pitched an inning and a third. He allowed 4 earned runs on 3 hits and a walk. He struck out 2 through 36 pitches, 20 of them strikes. Horn out of the stretch. They're not holding Rojas at first. Swing and a miss by Tyler Locklear. He's up for the first time. Just came in defensively last inning. Right-handed hitter batting 159 with 2 homers and 3 runs batted in. Takes a backdoor breaking ball for a strike. The Mariners Herb Chambers batting order sponsored by Herb Chambers Maserati of Boston, Maserati of Millbury, and Maserati of Warwick. Horn throws strike 3. Beautiful pitch on the outside corner. Sweeper for a called strike 3. The Robles has had a rough night. And that was Locklear. Robles had a rough night too. He went 0 for 5. Swing and a miss. They're 0 for 5 in that leadoff spot. Robles 0 for 4.
He just passed the baton of misery.
Robles is guaranteed to go in a slump because we just picked him up on our fantasy baseball team. That's take anybody's momentum. Marlowe pops one up, shallow left field. O'Neill is under it. And the Red Sox are 1 out away from victory.
What is this we? You co-manage or something?
Yes, Jason Miller who does a trip. We are in first place.
Well, that means he does all the work.
He does. I was at the NHL playoffs when we had the draft.
Yeah.
I give him a lot of advice which he chooses to ignore, which is very smart on his part. Here's Cal Raleigh. Runner Rojas takes off. Raleigh pops it up. That should be the ball game. Romy Gonzalez near the third base bag makes the catch in foul ground, and the Red Sox win. 14-7 the final score. Back with the totals and more from Fenway Park on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Step up to the plate this season with Herb Chambers. We offer the largest selection of cars, trucks, EVs, and SUVs in New England. With 35 brands and so many convenient locations, finding your next vehicle at Herb Chambers is a real game changer.
Hey, it's Lou. Do you know how amazing blueberries are for you? Not only are they rich in antioxidants, New data shows blueberries delay aging and promote longevity. And right now, blueberries and strawberries are on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting a pound of strawberries and blueberries by the pint, 2 for $5. Yes, 2 for $5. Strawberries and blueberries. If you're short on time, order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Every now and I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes 100% of odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
This is it. Shop the Lowe's Closeout event to get up to 70% off select major appliances for your home. Plus, get up to 60% off select patio furniture and accessories for your outdoor spaces. So hurry into your local store today, because these deals are too good to last. Shop them now before they're gone, because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Nothing brings the fans to their feet as when the cleanup hitter comes to the plate. And in Eastern Mass, homeowners react the same way when they see Drains by James pull up to take care of drain or sewer problems, as well as provide money-saving pipe lining solutions. Drains by James covers all the bases when it comes to giving homeowners dependable drain, sewer, and pipe service. Learn more at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
This is the Nissan post-game show. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Fun night for the Red Sox. The final score does not reflect how badly the Sox destroyed the Mariners tonight. 14-7 the final score. Pivetta the winner, Gilbert the loser. Sox chase Logan Gilbert after 2 2/3 innings. Boston 14 runs, 16 hits, 11 of them extra base hits. Seattle 7 runs, 10 hits, and an error. It took 2 hours and 47 minutes in front of 35,007. We're thrilled to join with a man who triggered everything tonight. Nick Pivetta was on the mound. And Nick, you know, I know when you took the mound tonight, you were aware of where your pitching staff is. It's been a long stretch here out of the All-Star break that Alex Cora would have loved exactly what you gave him tonight. What was your mindset taking the mound?
Yeah, I mean, it was just attack the strike zone, get ahead of guys, and execute my pitches. Obviously, the guys were on one tonight, you know, all the runs, and was able to just kind of keep on the gas and keep attacking and just trying to keep them at bay as best I could.
Yeah, there were a couple of long innings while your teammates were at bat, particularly the third. Do you do anything at a certain point when you're sitting there to try to stay loose?
You know, I just kind of have a little routine in between innings when they kind of get longer, you know, throw some plyos, do a little bit of work, and, you know, just try to stay mentally focused and in it, because I know that I need to go out and throw a zero to get those guys back in their rhythm that they are when they're hitting the balls they are.
One of the fun things about being around this team this year, Nick, is that nothing seems to phase you guys, whether a hot stretch, a downswing. This is a time of year, and you've been around a lot of ball clubs, Nick, where, you know, there's a lot of speculation, and it's different because you're not going to sell. Your teammates are not going to be gone, but it seems like nobody is really bothered by all of the noise around the trade deadline. Take us into that room and tell us what the mood is.
You know, I think it's just keeping us I think it's just like being where your feet are in the moment, focusing on those little things and just focusing on day to day. Trying not to make the moments too big or too small, and just focusing on our clubhouse, being around the boys, and, you know, playing baseball, playing the game we love.
Is the feeling that you think as a group you'd like to have some help tomorrow at the trade deadline?
I think we're focused on the guys that we have in the clubhouse right now in the day-to-day. I mean, we're paid to play baseball, and that's what we do. We leave that stuff at the front office, and we just go out and bust our ass every single night and just go out and try and win baseball games like we did tonight.
I think, Nick, one thing to be interesting for our fans is what happens when a new catcher comes over, because you worked so well, especially lately, with Reese McGuire, but here comes Danny Jansen, and you've obviously been across from him in the other dugout, but how does that process work with Jason Varitek and all the pitching infrastructure to kind of get Danny up to speed?
I think we have a really good staff that starts with Tech and Bales and everybody else, and I think the communication there is really key.